kicking off on Sunday with some badminton here on the indoor court. We've got open first and women's first to bring you this morning, and we are going to be settling in for what is going to be a fantastic time. Just to be up to date with the point scores, Lancaster 164 with York on 123, 173.5 points required to win. So it is getting very close, which means if Lancaster can win today, they'll be closer to winning Rose's 2025. It's a very good morning to my co-commentators, keeping the company throughout the morning. Benny and Richard, both of them badminton players, so they're going to be able to provide the technical knowledge for you. Good morning to you both. How excited are you for this one?
Oh, I am very excited. It's going to be a great game. I think a very close game. Yeah, I was at the mixed yesterday, and that was incredibly close, so more of the same. I'm buzzing, to be honest, yeah.
And I am excited to see what is happening here on court one, as they seem to have started already. And
yeah. Yes, and Ansh, who apparently is the best player that Lancaster Uni have ever seen. So, yeah, let's see if that's the case. I'm interested. So. Yeah, just some patient play. And just out. So, yeah, point to Lancaster there.
The women's have started on court 3 and 4 as well.
Yes, over on court 3 and 4, the women's taking place. We've got 4 matches simultaneously going on there. We've got to try and keep it today.
Yes.
As it's Lancaster's service game on court number 1. And it's returned by Yevan. Drop back to the net and smash. Yevan remains unmoved.
Oh, and a lovely drop from Leon there. Looking all even so far. Women's look like there have been 2 quick points for York. Looking good over there.
Take the lead in this first match. That'll be Yevan to serve. It's dropped back. Smashed along the line. Backhand return from Yevan.
Oh, and the smash, I think, is wide. Great defense from York there. Yeah.
Apologies for any external noise you can hear. That are the supporters.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I think we got the volleyball on the other arena, so you might get some of the crowd from that as well.
Court 3 seems to have York in lead, as the ladies are winning 11-2. Strong dominance in that game, it seems.
Wow, yeah. Picking up a big early lead there.
Ali and Ant over on court number 1. Just won their first point for Lancaster. Just starting to ease into the game now.
Ooh.
That was an attempted start by Harley Lancaster. It just didn't quite come off at the end. And I must say, Leon and Yevan look threatening.
Yes.
Controlling the ball.
Oh.
Around the man, brilliant shot.
Yeah, the defensive shot. He's just driven it over him to the far left corner. What a shot.
And he didn't quite react in time. It's a game of quick reaction, badminton.
Yeah.
And on this occasion...
Oh. Lovely cushion drop at the net from Leon there.
and Anch of Lancaster. So Yevon and Leon here on court number 1 is what we're sticking with so far against Anch and Harley. And that is a cross-court backhand from Harley. It's returned, dropped at the net, and that will go long from...
Yeah, from Leon. And I think
Leon.
on court 2, we've got, I think the York team, I think, are just trailing, looks like 6-3. But, oh, great smash from Stephen there. 4-6. Seemed just trying to bring it back, but it looks pretty even in all the games so far.
And the big cheers you may be able to pick up on in the background coming from the volleyball going on just over the road. But here in the badminton, that is a brilliant smash on court number 1, sorry.
On court 3, it seems to be a continuous domination by the ladies of York, leading about, I'd want to say, 15-5, 18-5.
Yeah.
And they've gained another point, putting them closer to game 1.
Yeah, Alicia and Miko over there just looking too strong on court 3 for the Lancaster pair. Yeah, wow.
Here on court number 1, Yevon and Leon in an intense battle with Anch and Harvey of Lancaster. As they go to have a drink, and we get to see a bit more of the action from court number 3. And as you say, York women's badminton have been dominant throughout the season. They'll be looking to build on that today, won't they?
Yeah, I think both teams have had quite good seasons. I mean, Lancaster as well. They're in Northern Tier League 1, and they've had some tough matches. But I think really evenly matched. I think last year at Roses, I think York women's just won 5-4, I think. But yeah, so it's going to be very close. But so far, York women's are looking really strong. Yeah.
Yeah, and York, down on court number 3, have won that first game in the women's doubles. As the second game gets underway here on court number 1 between Leon and Yevon and Anch and Harvey, it will be Anch to serve for Lancaster. It's smashed by Leon, smashed again by Yevon at the net, and this time it's an attempted drop by Anch, and it's a beautiful drop shot.
Lovely drop.
But flip back towards the back of the court, and Harvey will cover, and that is a brilliant drop shot.
Yeah, really well played from Lancaster there. Lovely cushion drop, and Leon just couldn't get there in time.
As Anch serves, and this time it's pinged back, dropped at the net, recovered well by Yevon, and that will be dropped and then smashed towards the back as Leon takes control of the point.
Just an absolute rapid gameplay.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, really good attacking play there, just patient and just finishing off with a lovely drop. Yeah, and I think that flick serve was just in, so a quick point as well. A great serve from Leon.
As the point continues, and Leon just messes up that backhand, looking to drop over the net. Didn't quite come off on this occasion. It's going to be a very fair match here. Very tight, I feel.
Yeah.
Over on court number 3, that women's doubles game back underway. York have the first game in hand. And here on court number 1, there is a battle between Leon and Yevon of York and Anch and Harvey.
Great drive across from the York players, just too quick, and yeah, Lancaster player into the net.
As Yevon serves, it's a backhand drop from Lancaster. Smashed down towards Yevon's feet by Anch and Lancaster, and Yevon on this occasion can't get there. How do you try to play that shot when it's hit down towards your feet? Is it about reaction time? What's the crack there?
It's really challenging. I mean, you've got to get low. You've got to stay low to the ground, get your good like backswing, prep early. But a lot of it's the quality of the shot before. And if the lift is a bit short, it will be really hard to defend a great smash. So yeah, there's often not a lot you can do about it.
Points continuing here on court number 1. A long rally going on now, it's gone high. And that is a beautiful drop shot by Leon in the York double side. A false smash, and that will gain them the point on this occasion as Yevan now steps up to serve. And that one goes into the net. Not quite what they wanted to happen there. And Harvey for Lancaster serves now. And it's called wide. So Lancaster take the point. And here's Harvey. Long rally on the right-hand side now. And it's smashed down by Leon. And that is a beautiful smash. Straight down the middle.
Yeah.
Strong game on court 2 here. Lancaster leading 18-9. Yeah. It seems to be that they are able to just dominate the current court.
Yeah. Yeah, watching, I think it's Nam and Henrik for Lancaster. I'm watching them yesterday in the mixed. Both really strong players. And so, yeah, they're putting York to the test right now.
Here on court number 1, Leon and Yevan versus Arch and Harvey. It's been quite a battle in this second game. Lancaster have eased into it as Leon looks to play down the right-hand side. Moving Yevan around, and there's a scream from Leon as that shot goes out. That's the second scream we've heard from Leon today. Yeah. He seems like a very emotional player. He's getting in with the match as Arch just makes a mistake on his return. So Lancaster will win that point. But they seem to have good chemistry, these two.
Yeah, and I think as well, they're both first years for York. And they've got into the ones, obviously, in first year, really impressive, massive achievement. I believe that Yevan's dad was an Olympic coach for Italy, which is incredible. So, and I think you can see that in his gameplay, to be honest. So, yeah. Quite
a good standard. Over on court number 2, that first game of that match has finished. Not quite sure of the result there yet, but we will bring you that as soon as we can. But here on court number 1 in this second game, it's getting very close indeed between Lancaster and Yorkshire. Yorkshire, can I say Yorkshire?
Yorkshire.
The first of many commentary gaffes to come from me this morning.
Yeah, I think that on the second court, it looks like it's finished 21-10, I believe. So to Lancaster, that is. And so, yeah, it looks like a pretty dominant performance there. Let's see if York can turn that around in the second game.
Leon serves now. It's a backhand down the line, and it's just dropped back to the left-hand side, smashed back by Harvey. And Yevan takes control here, moving them around the court. And this time it goes over the head and back. And it just drops in from Yevan. And that is a beautiful shot. As we send our producer running around to go and get scores. Decent crowd in for the badminton. Some signs in the crowd. Yeah, York, I can see from our commentary position. And Leon and Yevan looking to take control of this second game. As there's a bit of net play here, and it's smashed back down by Leon. And a scream.
Yeah. Strong attack by York. Just really never ending.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seem to be taking the first set of the game.
Yes.
Yeah, a dominant performance there from York in those first two games on court number 1. Leon and Yevan.
Yes.
As they'll take a break here, they'll be happy with how they've performed.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. I think the standard for Uni of York Badminton's been, I think it's definitely on the up. I think for the coming year, I think we're looking to have more training sessions. I think at the moment, 3 times a week. And yeah, just looking to get more in. It's been a tough league, I think, for York. I think they've had lack of players and some injuries, but still, like on our day, I think like we're just really a strong team.
So on court 2, we can bring you up to date that Lancaster are in the lead there. As we'll just stick there for a moment whilst we wait for court number 1 to resume. Court 3 and 4, nobody really knows. And that's the beauty of Rose's sport, simultaneously commentating on 4 courts at once.
Yeah, it's challenging. And yeah, I really want to bring some updates on the far court, because we've got Nikita and Spandana against 2 players from Lancaster. And yeah, both Nikita and Spandana are incredible players. And so I would expect them to be, I'd expect them to be winning. But yeah, they're really great players, particularly Spandana, who specializes in singles.
It seems to be a very back and forth game on court 3 here. 14-13, leading York in their second set. It seems that the Lancaster ladies have been able to find their groove compared to their first set.
Underway back here on court number 1. Lancaster win the first point of this game. And Harley looking to play that backhand, and it's smashed by Leon. An attempted backhand just to drop by the net from the captain, Anschner. And it doesn't come off on this occasion, so it'll be Leon to serve again, and that's a beautiful drop shot by Ants, and this time it's smashed down by Harley.
Yeah.
And there's an applaud from Yevan of York, because he just couldn't move to it.
Yeah, it was a great smash, just down the line. Really hard to defend that.
It's so fast-paced, badminton. Very difficult to keep up to.
Fastest racket sport in the world. You got the world record smash stands at about like 560 kilometers an hour. It's incredible. Yeah. So, yeah, really.
And when
really
those
fast.
rallies get going, it's very hard to keep up, because it's going so quickly.
Yeah.
Especially on 4 courts.
Yeah.
Here on court number 1, Anschner and Holly Edge for Lancaster. 20-year-old Ansch is the captain of the men's ones. And he won in the ones last year. And everybody in this team has apparently won in the league and the cup. So, a sense of anticipation that they want to win here at Roses.
Yeah. And I think last year for Roses, I believe it was 4-1 overall to Lancaster for badminton across everything. And for the Opens first, Lancaster won 7-2. So I think they'll be hoping to repeat that here. But so far, I think York are definitely stronger than they were last year. So it'll be interesting to see if we can change that.
And it's match point for court 3 to York, leading 20-18. Hopefully.
Yeah, and I think court 3 have taken the game. Just Lancaster trying to play a drop, hit the net, and yeah.
That is the first win for York.
Yeah.
By.
Yeah, I think so. Court 3, that's Alicia and Miko, so taking that first game. So yeah, York looking strong so far.
And if you're just joining us, Bellrig FM, URY, YSTV, LATV, Roses Live 2025. And we've got some Sunday morning badminton for you in this competition. Over on court number 2, 7-7 in that match. In the doubles, York looking ever so frustrated as Lancaster take the lead 8-7 there. And there's a handyman doing the scores for us down there on court number 2. We're here on court number 1, Leon and Yevan versus Ansh and Harvey. We've been enjoying this battle. And I tell you what, Leon of York, as he screams, having had his point come off.
Yeah, it was a great drive to the back right corner. Yeah.
as the point continues. And it's just wafted away on a backhand, just slightly wide of the tram lines from Harley of the Lancaster side. Who would you say is in control in this first match? It's very hard to call, isn't it?
Very. I mean, neither team seems to be wavering back down, honestly. And both seem to be very strong here.
And it's the same story over on court number 2 as well. 10-9 the score there at the moment.
Yeah, we just had a massive point on court 2. Lancaster, I think, made about 2 dives during that rally. But yeah, York were able to close it out, and that's a big point. 10-9, a lot closer than the first game.
And there's some SFL play over on court number 2. And it's 11-9 to Lancaster. They will take that game. So a mixed story, it feels like. York in control here on court 1, Lancaster dominating on court 2.
Yeah.
And over on court 3 and 4.
Yeah, well, we'll try and find out. Yeah, I think, so yeah, court 2, we're heading into the mid-game interval. Lancaster 2 up, but considering that I think the first game on court 2 went to 21-10 for Lancaster, York will be probably a lot happier with the 11-9, that they can definitely work with that. So they seem to be finding their groove a bit, yeah.
And here on court number 1, this battle is getting more and more intense. There's been a few more mistakes from Leon of York and Ange of Harley. As Leon looks to smash it down, and he's been successful with the smash so far this morning. And he just looks to get it down, and that will be the end of the game here on court number 1 as the players take a break. Some strong words being exchanged between Harley and Ange of Lancaster. What do you think you're saying at this point in the match?
So I don't know exactly the score going in, but I'm thinking that York seem to be going in ahead to this mid-game interval. And yeah, the mid-game interval is just a good point just for players to reset, talk about like just quick strategy things. It's not a long break at all. It's like usually like a minute or so. And I think they'll just be saying, it looks like they've struggled with the defense a little bit on some of the smashes. So I think they need to try and maybe up the quality of the defensive shot, but that's easier said than done, of course. But yeah.
Lovely, thank you.
And just to bring you up to date with another result you can bring us, Richard.
Court 4 has seen York win the set, apparently, with Spandana and Nikita.
Yeah.
So another lovely win to York, but brung up by our ladies.
And here on court number 1, back underway in what is the 3rd game, it says? Oh, how many?
Well, this will be second game, I think. So I think York took first game.
Yeah.
And then obviously we're setting for each game, if for those listening who might not know, you have 3 sets, each played to 21. And so if York win this second game, they'll take the game. And I think they were going into the mid-game interval ahead. So, yeah.
Yeah, a chance for Ange and Harvey then of Lancaster to come back as it's palmed into a backhand on the right-hand side, returned again down the line. An attempted drop shot from Leon of York just doesn't come off on this occasion, and Lancaster will take that point. And it will be Ange Nair to serve. In open first, he is the best player that Lancaster University have to offer this time. And we've seen glimpses of that so far.
Yeah.
As it's beautifully smashed by Harvey, who goes long this time, high in the air, and it's a beautiful recovery down to the front of the court. And once again,
On court 2, it seems to be still a very, very back and forth game. 15-14, Lancaster leading. A far tighter game than the first, so it seems to be an improvement for York. We will see how that will end.
Yeah. We just saw on court 2 a massive smash from Nam to take it to 16-14 to Lancaster. So yeah, we'll see if, and obviously York have to win this second set if they want to stay in the game. So yeah.
Here on court number 1, Lancaster have just won a couple of consecutive points. And it was Ange to serve, but he didn't quite manage on that occasion to pull it off. As a high shot just went wide when he was looking to smash it down, and now Leon will serve to Harvey, and it's returned, but just not quite getting over the net. And there's a remark from Harvey of Lancaster that shot that he just took was stupid. He's getting frustrated with himself and the silly mistakes that are being made. But that is a beautiful shot by Yevan, leaning to his right and getting it over the net.
Yeah.
And in the end, well deserved to earn that point.
Massive point for York. That'll definitely keep the momentum up, keep the boulder rolling.
Yeah,
and another consecutive point.
Diving across the court is just incredible. And it's not even just the dive, it's doing a dive and playing a high quality shot from the dive to keep them in the point.
Yeah, lots of movement here on court number 1. Targeting of Yevan by Ansh of Lancaster. And again, Yevan moving well up and down the left-hand side. But this time just went wide. It'll be Harvey to serve to Harley to serve to Yevan. Over on court number 2, that's 19-15 to Lancaster, but here on court number 1, we're seeing an exciting battle. And what a beautiful diving drop shot return from Yevan, as he recovers exceptionally well and just doesn't quite get that. That was a little bit of a stretch for him, but we're starting to see him dive.
It seems that Yevan might have hurt some of his fingers from that dive. Hopefully it's not anything serious.
100% effort though on this court 1. It's just incredible to see them go.
And it seems on court 2 that Lancaster is on match point. They might be able to win this game.
And win they will. A mistake by the doubles pair there, who are sporting some white face paint for roses, means that Lancaster will take that set. Game? That's set. Sorry, I've been doing tennis. It's all a bit confusing. It's all a bit confusing. They will take that game here on court number 1. Yeah. Even Stevens as things stand, with some exceptional net play from Yevan and Leon of York working around the court, and this time they're going cross court, and Harvey's getting annoyed with himself on that backhand, just not quite being able to bring off the shot. As Leon goes for a short serve, and it's smashed, an attempted smash into the net.
Yeah, just a couple of unforced errors there, and I think it looks like that's closed out the game, and I think York have won that game on court 1.
Strong win by York.
Yes.
I think it's 3-1 to York.
Yeah, I think so. I think that on court 1, I'm thinking that's definitely a high-rated game, like seeds-wise. I think you've got very strong players for both teams. It might even be the ones, like the first kind of pair. So yeah, if so, that's a really big win for York.
Just some results from across roses whilst we take a break here. Tennis in the Open first that I was commentating on yesterday went on a very long time, and apparently finished this morning, because 9:15 onto the vlog. York win that one 6-3, taking 4 points from that. Ultimate Frisbee Outdoor Open is underway. That score currently York 1, Lancaster 1. Here in the Indoor Sports Centre, so far, it's been a story of tension.
Yeah, absolutely.
As York and Lancaster battle in the badminton. The women's badminton going on down at the end of court 3 and 4. And I believe York were leading up there last time we checked.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, the women's team is really strong for York. We've got, although actually not much Roses experience, surprisingly. Only actually, I think one of our players has played in a Roses prior to this. But most of the women's team are doing Masters here. And so just a really strong team. A lot of new people, but they're all incredible players. and I think that's showing at the moment in those end courts.
That match on court number 2 coming to an end, and we are seeing 2 new pairs now warming up.
Yeah, so I think we've got, for York on court 2, we've got Louis in the white, and then Andrew Harvey in the black and yellow. And then for Lancaster, I believe we've got Edwards, maybe Henry, I'm not sure. But yeah, Louis I know is specializes in singles, but I saw him yesterday in the mix and he was incredible. So yeah, it should be a really close game, that, and a really high quality game.
And down on court 3 and 4, we've got the doubles women's going on.
It seems to be a very tight game on court 3, 7-5, Lancaster leading. Love to see how that plays out. And that shot seems to be in, so Lancaster leading 8-5.
And if you're just joining us, settle in, because we've got a full morning of badminton for you here on University Radio York, roseslive.co.uk, Bailrig FM, YSTV and LATV. Sam Rels, alongside my 2 badminton experts
Yeah.
for today. And Jeds, you're both first years. I'm the veteran here. The third years, my final Roses. Just talk me through your experiences with Roses so far this year. Have you enjoyed being a part of it here on home turf?
Oh, it's just been absolutely lovely. It's great to see all the types of sport that there is to offer and all the passion there is for each and every game.
Yeah, I've been watching. I took a break from my work this weekend. I think I've been watching stuff all day, every day so far, and particularly the badminton. And I think if you're a badminton lover, we've got the bees on after this from 11. If you fancy another couple of hours of badminton, so yeah, stick around for that definitely.
Well, Benny and Richard will be providing their insights throughout the morning. And we have 4 games, as I say, 4 courts to simultaneously commentate on. So we are trying our best to keep you up to date. At the moment, Lancaster taking the game on court 2 prior to this one. And then over on court 3 and 4, it's becoming very, very tight in the women's doubles. So let's stick with court number 3 now.
11-7 to Lancaster. It seems that they're able to find their groove. Hopefully, York are able to give them a great match.
Yeah, and it will be Lancaster to serve, and it's a drop shot by York, backhanded by the partner, and just over the head.
Yeah, really good quality.
Of Brian's at the net.
Yeah.
And she just couldn't quite get to it, but it was a great shot from Lancaster. So continue now into a rally. Forehand cross drop to the net. And Lancaster couldn't just get there on this occasion. Shuttlecocks flying everywhere.
Yeah.
As Lancaster go deep this time. Playing it to the back. Lots of switch through on the right-hand side. And York took that point.
Yeah, I think it's quite hard to tell. Actually, I think it was maybe on court 3. I think Lancaster had it. I think it just fell out for York. And I think it looking like maybe
14-7.
Yeah, 14 or 15-7 for Lancaster. So I think if York are going to have any hope of staying in that game on court 3, they're going to have to win a couple of consecutive points. Yeah.
Lancaster's women's first team in Northern Tier 1. Tough matches this year, that's how they sum up their season. But they're saying they're looking forward to continue playing with their team and gaining some wins next year. Now, the fact they're talking about next year doesn't fill me with confidence with the experience they've had this season.
Yeah.
However, they have been training 3 times a week, including what they call a 2-week intensive boot camp.
Ooh.
I'd love to know what that entails.
Yeah.
But this is how much Roses means to the players. on court number 3. The women's doubles taking place.
Lancaster having a very strong lead, 19-8 it seems. Match point enclosing very soon.
Yeah.
Each shot is very quality. When it goes to the backcourt, it's hard to tell if it's going to be a smash, a drop, or a clear.
Yeah, and that's the thing with high quality players. The preparation for every shot is pretty much exactly the same, and so you can't tell if they're going to smash, drop, clear. You just don't know, and so it just makes it a lot harder to react in time.
Court number 4 finished now as the ladies look on to court number 3, which is coming to its conclusion.
Match point for Lancaster, 20-11. And a big smash from Akari.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be pretty much 8 or so match points for Lancaster still. So it's going to be, yeah. I think, yeah, there we go. I think that's closed out. Lancaster taking that game.
So it's in a Lancaster win
Set
on
one.
court number 2.
Set one.
A Lancaster win on court number 3 in the first set.
Yeah.
And a York win in court number 1. And are we getting underway? Or are we still warming up? I can't quite see on court number 2.
Warming up, it seems. Very weirdly enough, badminton seems to be a very expensive sport.
Yeah. Well, I can definitely say from yesterday from the mixed, Andrew Harvey, who's playing on court 2, managed to break, I think, 3 or 4 strings, and each re-string is probably a good, how much would you say, Richard?
Strong 30 to 40 pounds.
Yeah, and then shuttles themselves, like a new fresh kind of tube of shuttles. How much is that? Like,
Ooh. Minimum of 20.
yeah. So yeah, definitely an expensive sport, but very fun to play.
Yeah, and every other point, a new shell will be used.
Yeah, especially when you got players who can hit it as hard as we're seeing in front of us.
Court number 2 now underway. We've seen Harley of Lancaster joined by a new partner against Harvey and Wen of York. They take the first point there, and we're warming up on court number 1 again. That duo of Leon and Yevan, they'll want more of the same. They've been very strong so far this morning.
Set 2 on court 3 is about to start, and we will see if it will be a tighter game than last time.
And on court number 2 then, as if you can hear those roars, that's coming from the volleyball just over the way in the York Sports Centre. And I tell you what, these badminton players are going to do well to keep the composure in the wake of that roar.
Yeah. I think all of these players can probably deal with the noise. Quite a few of them played yesterday for the mixed, and it came down to the last game, and you had everyone huddled around a singular court, drums banging, and yeah. So I think they're used to the pressure, I'd say.
Andrew Harvey on court number 2. With his partner, Andrew Harvey represented the Opens, Ones and Mixed team in an unfortunate loss last year in Lancaster. He's a second-year economics student.
Yeah, and I think, Andrew and Louis are really a pair to watch. They've played together, I think, for 2 years, and so they're going to be really in sync. And they're both really, really strong players individually. And with that synergy together, I think they're definitely one of our top pairs.
Yeah, on court number 2, Andrew and Louis for York. Louis, 22 years old, doing a music engineering degree in his final year, and has represented the Opens, Ones, 2s and Mixed teams in the past 2 Roses. And they look strong
A very strong smash by Akari on court 3 just then. Definitely a player to watch and a game to watch, as it seems a very much tighter game than last time. 4-3, York leading.
And the Lancaster players on court number 2. We've already seen Harley Edge in action. He's joined by a new partner, who we don't quite know who it is. Oh, but that's a beautiful smash we've just seen there on court number 2. From Andrew Harvey, and him and Louis really getting into the swing now.
Yeah, on court 2, a really strong reply from Lancaster. The serve is one of the most crucial elements of badminton, and most points, even at a professional level, are lost in the first 3 shots. And yeah, and we're seeing that in evidence here.
Andrew Harvey loves that smash. He tried to do it then. It just didn't quite come off on this occasion. And Andrew Harvey and Louis Davis looking to get back. Long serve called by Andrew Harvey in return from Lancaster.
Very well left. Very hard to see when a serve like that can be left or not.
Yeah.
Over on court number 1, Leon and Yevan back in action against a new pair for Lancaster.
Yeah, massive smash coming in from Lancaster there to close up that point.
And we'll get fast-paced, fast-moving badminton on court number 1. This new Lancaster pair proving difficult for Leon and Yevan.
Yeah, it was a great punch clear over the top there. You're expecting often a downward shot, and just the really fast-paced clear over the top was really well played. Put Yevan off balance. Yeah, great shot.
Commentators curse there, talking about how good Lancaster are, and then they fluff up a serve.
Yeah, definitely.
Over on court number 2, we can now see Andrew Harvey and Louis Davies for York taking on the Lancaster side, sprouting some white face paint.
Court number 3 seems to be having a very back and forth game, 10-10. I'd love to see if someone is able to break through, or if it will be a tight-knit game going into deuce.
Yeah, 10-10.
Yeah.
In the game. On court number 2, that has been going for a little while now, as they'll take a break. Lancaster going into that little drinks break, 11-10 up.
Yeah.
And down at the end, on court number 4, some high fives are exchanged.
Yeah, so it looks like that game's closed out. I think we'll try and bring you an update on that very soon. I think York look like they took the game on court 4, but we'll get some confirmation on that.
If you're just joining us, good morning. Welcome to day number 3 of Roses. It's great to have you with us, watching some badminton on a Sunday morning. And I'll tell you what, we can hear that roar from the volleyball. I keep banging on about it, but it's very loud.
Very passionate about the sport.
Yeah.
We're watching the men's and women's open firsts, and the doubles matches underway. On court number 2, sits 12-11 to York.
And
Lancaster seem to have clashed on court 1, but we will see if that has rattled them or not.
Yeah, a very long point just there on court 1, which York managed to just clinch in the end, but really high quality badminton all around for there.
What's your favourite badminton shot?
Yeah.
Sorry?
I would say my favourite shot.
Yeah.
Mine's when you go for a smash and it turns into a drop shot.
Yeah, I'd say it's got to be a cross drop is lovely.
Yeah.
I think it's just got the bit of the swaz on it. Yeah, I'd say I've got to say a cross drop.
Over on court number 2. Louis
An update.
Davis and Andrew Harvey.
An update for court 4. First set was 21-9, and the second was 21-11, and a win for York. So, ladies being able to give us another win once again.
Yeah, good for York. A fantastic performance up there on court number 4. Court number 3 still going on. And on court number 1 and court number 2, we've got these battles between the men's and Leon and Yevan, who performed so well in
A
their
shot
first match.
barely out. Must be frustrating, because sometimes you just don't know how that could go out with not, going all out.
Yeah. I think on court 3, it's still very close. I'm trying to see the scoreboard over there. Looks like 15 to York, maybe. Someone's head's in the way. But it's a very close game over there. Trying to take it into the 3rd set for York.
Over on court number 2, Andrew Harvey and Louis Davis taking on the Lancaster players of Harley and Harley's partner. Not sure of Harley's partner's name, unfortunately. But that score is currently 16-15, so we'll stick with that as Louis serves, and it's backhanded, and he tries to go over the back of Harley. He smashes it back and smashes it down. There's a bit of net play here, and it's smashed down by Harvey into the net on this occasion, and you just feel he got a little bit too excited.
Yeah.
It's always the easier shots.
I've definitely been there. You set yourself up, you do all the hard work, you look for the net kill, and you just go a bit too strong on it, and yeah, into the net. But I'm sure he won't be too worried about that.
Both games on court 3 and court 2 seem to be battles of attrition, really. No team gaining a massive lead. Always either 1 or 2 points in between each other. So I think it all depends on how the people pace themselves and the footwork that is to be played.
And the home crowd will be wanting to get behind the volleyball because York are trailing there. You can have a look at that stream online, Roses Live, Berwick FM, URY, YSTV, LATV. Here in the badminton though, York seem to be doing quite well, and they need every point they can get.
Yeah, particularly on court 3. I'm seeing the scoreboard. It's 19-19, I believe, on court 3. Made that 20-19 massive net kill there for York, and this is to take it into the third set. So yeah, York needed to win this set if they want to continue that game.
And they do.
They've done that.
And the crowd goes mad on court number 3 as York clinch a victory there. And on court number 2, things getting very tight now as well indeed. 19-19 with Louis to serve for York. And it's palmed into the middle. And it's whacked down by Andrew Harvey. What a fantastic shot.
A backhand kill is incredible, and to get that much power, if that was me, that is going straight into the net or the ground. But yeah, what a shot.
2019, can York seal the win?
And they do.
They can. And what a performance there from the York duo of Andrew Harvey and Louis Davis. And they're happy with themselves there.
Yeah.
One game still going on now here on court number 1. And it's Yevan and Leon, who we saw and focused on a little bit earlier on. against a Lancaster duo. And it's a beautiful drop shot. It palms eyes, and I think that
Right
was a
on the line.
I thought that was in.
Oh, and it is?
Yeah, I think they've agreed. Right call there. Yeah, just snuck in on the back line. But yeah, really hard to judge that.
So precise. Each shot, quality.
But I have to say, this Lancaster duo looks threatening.
Oh, very strong attacks.
Very strong attacks.
Yeah.
Getting forward on that smash. Not letting anything go over their heads.
Yeah.
As they serve now to Yevan, and it's whacked down, and that is just what I am talking about.
Love to see a speed counter for that. That went by in an instant.
Yeah, really blink and you miss it right there. Incredible shot. Yeah, on court one, just miscommunication there from the Lancaster duo. Just going for the same drop, but again, when you put a drop centrally, it's a bit kind of, there's not one massively set rule for whose it is, and they've just miscommunicated.
Yeah, really good measure to make sure before the game to see if forehand or backhand gets it. But sometimes, in the spur of the moment, it's just what you feel is instinctual.
Over on court number 2. The second game of the set, taking on with the York duo of Andrew Harvey and Louis Davis experience up against Lancaster's Harley. And that is a beautiful shot from Louis of York.
Yeah, and on court
Just
one.
asking the Lancaster player to question what shot he was going to take. As Louis drops now, tries to play it down to the back towards Harvey, but will go out on this occasion. The crowd's getting bigger here, the atmosphere is building. Signs of roses are white in the background. And a long rally going on court number 2 now, pushing them deep. Over the head of Harvey, and it's just whacked down. Once again goes for that false drop shot. It's a beautiful drop shot. But there's a little apology there. Is that customary? To apologise when you take a good shot?
If it hits the rim, if it tumbles over the net when you don't mean it to, it's an apology to be like, didn't mean that. Like,
Well, you take the point because you won, didn't you?
you do, but it's a bit of a fake apology. Yeah.
You don't normally mean the apology, but it's just it's a sign of good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
It's mainly because if it hits the net, it's very.
Oh, what a shot that is! Sorry to interrupt you there, but what a shot that is! Smashed at the net down by Louis Davis. Takes the score to 3-3 as he will now serve in. And didn't pull it off.
Lancaster seems to have been able to take the match on court 1 against Yevan and
and Leon. It happens. So I think we're going into a third set on court 1. So it's going to be very close. I think very evenly matched. So yeah, York took first set, Lancaster took second, and all to play for in the third on court 1 here. Big game coming up.
I'm notoriously horrible at names. I do not know why I try.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
Leon and Yevan just getting some advice from their coach here. Over on court number 2, Andrew Harvey and Louis Davis taking on the Lancaster pair.
Yeah.
And that score now at 6-4 to Lancaster. So Lancaster have come out fighting against the York experience.
Yeah, and the game on court 3 is back underway. A massive smash coming there from Akari. So much power. Very, not a tall player at all, but so much power in that shot.
once again, on court 3, a very tight-knit game. 8-8 as of current, and I don't know. I feel like going into set 3, it's very much going to be who has the better conditioning, who has the better stamina, who has fatigued less, really.
Yeah. And badminton, a lot of the time, particularly at this high level where the teams are very evenly matched, it's going to be a couple of points in it, a couple of unforced errors, and that can just completely flip a game. So yeah, we'll try to keep you updated on court 3, because that's a really crucial game over there.
Very strong game of mental, that. And Lancaster has hit it out for that.
Yeah, and court 1, the third set is underway. A couple of early points from York here. Trying to just settle the nerves. It's always can be stressful. You've won first set, you've lost second. You've got to compose yourself and go again.
Very strong drive by Lancaster there. I think, what's your opinion on this? I think confidence is a very big component of the game, and I think for doubles, you especially need a partner who's able to reassure you.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's how you've got to have a good relationship with your teammate. You've got to be jokey with them. You don't want to take it too seriously. Obviously, you want to be held accountable, but you don't want someone who's gonna put you down. Everyone's gonna make mistakes, and it's how you recover from those.
And a lovely dive by Yevan there. Still making quality while even just mid-air.
Yeah.
Sadly out. Must be heartbreaking, really.
Oh, yeah. That was a great point, and he's done the hard work. He's dived across, and the reply has just snuck out. And it's one of those where it's a great shot and like a couple millimeters to the right, and that's a point 1.
Strong kill there by Lancaster. They seem to be very dominant in this game, actually.
I think particularly their attack. I think, as you often see in men's doubles, when one team gets on the attack, it's very hard to come back often. I think, but at the moment, both teams are not fully able to deal with the other's attack. And so it's really, when one team gets on the attack, they're often winning the point from that. So yeah, it's going to come down to key moments, I think. Oh.
Just dive after dive.
Yeah, we're getting treated.
That's 3 consecutive points for York. Do you think the ball might start rolling for them again?
Yeah, it's looking better. It's looking better for them. Yeah, they've done well over these last few points, just to settle the nerves and go back at them. Yeah, I think the game on the third court is still going on. I think still a very close game. It
Very
looks
close
like
game.
it's
11 to...
Well, I'd say maybe even 11 to 14, I think.
That
so
is
York
right, yeah.
up, by 3 points, it looks like over there.
Ooh, and another point for York on court 3 there. I think the ladies are starting to feel more confident and in their rhythm again.
And on court number 1, Leon and Yevan. Both freshers, the fresher partnership, the open first, looking to challenge him, but they're having a hard game. And on court number 2, Andrew Harvey and Louis Davis battling hard against Lancaster. They've moved my scoreboard.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what it is now.
I've only been gone a minute.
I feel lost.
Feel lost indeed. Well, if you're not lost at home and you're enjoying the action, great to have you with us on this Sunday morning. Ticking up towards 10 a.m. in the Indoor Sports Centre. These games have been going for 1 hour now. And York and Lancaster, it's been pretty even. York winning some games in the ladies' doubles. And one win in the men's doubles too.
And a strong defense on court one just there. You saw just a hit to the back and then a hit into the net by
And this
for York.
Lancaster duo on court number 1, exceptionally strong.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, speaking of strong, that lift from Lancaster was a little too strong and just snuck out of the back of the court. But I think it's still a very, very close game. And unfortunate from Leon there, just the drop, just hitting the net. Again, they do it so much in training and barely any ever mistakes. But it's like the pressure in a game, it does force errors, and just the pace of a game as well.
And there's a man with a bucket on the sidelines. Things you only see at Roses. Whipping up the crowd for the Badminton home side.
When I can see the score for court 3, and it looks like it is 18 to
19 to 16, York leading.
19 to 16. So yeah, York looking to close out that game on court 3. That will be a massive win.
We'll stick with court 3 then now. Can York close the game out in this partnership?
And on court 1, they're just having the mid-game interval. So yeah, this is the deciding set. So this is a key moment. Get on some fluids, talk about any quick tactics, and then get back into it. And I think they're about to resume here.
11:21.
And we're just being brought up to a date with the result here from our producer.
For Lancaster.
And we are unsure. This is very student radio. We love it. We absolutely love it. Time ticking up to 10 a.m. here on Roses Day number 3, the third and final day of Roses. Plenty of action to come. If you're joining us on the Badminton, it is great to have you with us on URY, Bayo Rig FM, LA TV, and Wires TV. And there is a huge, huge cheer for court number 3 because York have taken the win there in the second set, and there is celebrations.
Another ladies win.
Yeah.
York ladies just seem to be dominant here.
Yeah, a great win there for Eloise and Akari, closing out that game. And yeah, the ladies just for York are so strong. Last year in Roses, they managed to pip it 5-4. And this year, they're looking like they might improve on that, particularly when on court 4, we've got Spandana and Nikita, both incredible players who are a really, really strong pair. Yeah.
Eloise and Akari then for York take the win over on court number 3. Here on court number 1, well, Leon and Yevan, who won their first match, are battling really hard against this Lancaster duo. They've been so impressive.
Yevan's
so
very
far.
confident to be able to dive. I think that's an ability that you absolutely need because for many shots, you just need that extra few millimeters, centimeters.
Yeah.
And it's very hard, I feel like, to unlock that because you don't want to hurt yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like you don't want to hit your racket into the ground. You don't want to break your racket. But he seems really comfortable doing it. He should get over onto the volleyball court at this rate. Yeah, it's incredible.
And just a bit of frustration here on court number 1 between Yevan and Leon. Trying to smash well.
Yeah.
And Leon and Yevan are battling hard here, but this Lancaster duo, well, they're looking exceptionally strong, as we've been saying all morning, banging on about it. Just taking time to play, but that was a beautiful shot by Yevan, smashed down on court number 1.
Yeah,
Court number 4 now back underway as well. Down at the end, as there's a rally here, and it's smashed down by the Lancaster duo.
Lancaster leading 17-9, it apparently seems like. So they very well may take.
In the box seat, you would say,
Yeah.
if you were to use a commentary cliche,
Yeah.
which I've been using all weekend here on
Yeah.
Roses. Will there be a comeback though? Yevan looks to drop it back, and that is a brilliant shot by the Lancaster at the back. He didn't even look at it, and he just directed it completely in the opposite way to where he was looking.
That's why it's my favourite shot. The cross-court drop coming in. And it just set up an easy kill for Lancaster, and it's looking like they're going to be match point.
Yeah, this is
score 20-9.
Just a very strong follow-up to that serve there.
This is a domination from Lancaster. This duo is strong at the net. And Yevan and Leon just really struggling to get anything past them. But that's a brilliant shot by Leon. They're not giving up without a fight. Drop down so that the Lancaster player can't get there. And it'll
Very
be Yevan
tempting.
to serve.
Very tempting to flick serve here, but
Can Lancaster seal the win? 21-10. They will. And they take that.
Yeah, great play from the Lancaster pair there. Really strong players. Their attack was just too strong, I'd say, in the game. Really good synergy, knew where each other were on the court, very few errors as well, and they grew into each set, really. Close for a couple of sets, but that last one, really dominant performance.
Over on court number 2, another warm-up going underway, a brand new York pair. To get underway shortly. And on court number 4, the ladies' doubles still going on. Furthest away from us, so hardest for us to commentate
very
on.
hard to see.
Yeah, I just saw a really big shot coming in from Nikita. Great player, dev squad officer, coaches me and Richards here. Really good coach. And really interesting to see her play full energy.
Yeah.
I see her technique all the time, but seeing the effort and seeing her move across the court, really, really impressive.
And a strong kill there.
Yeah, great play from her there. Just really moving the Lancaster pair around, and they're looking very much in control of that fourth game, I would say.
Lovely drop. Just every shot quality that.
Yeah, and particularly, I'd like to say, Spandana on that far court is an incredible player. She specializes in singles, but she's got to the point where our men's one singles player, Louis, she gives him a really good game. I believe she's beaten our men's one singles player, so she's an incredible player, really, really strong, so composed. She looks like she's got so much time on the court. So yeah, I'm really expecting that pair to do very well.
Overall, I think York seem to be in the lead of games 1 to lost.
Yeah.
My best guess would be around 5-2.
Yeah, we'll try and get a solid figure on that if we can. Yeah.
Hey, it's handy having friends with you, isn't it? They've gone to get the score for us. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you that more solidified. And that cheers from the volleyball. But I don't know why you're watching volleyball when you've got the option of badminton, to be honest.
Cool.
But here, the crowd is also building. It's been ebbing and flowing throughout the morning. And over on court number 4, that's the game that's underway at the moment in the women's doubles. And as you were talking about York having a strong player in that doubles matchup.
4-2 to the ladies to York, and then 2-all on the men's. Okay.
2-all on the men's and 4-2 to the ladies. Thank you very much. We're getting some updates finally.
Yeah.
So, at this point in proceedings, I'd like to ask you about York's chances and Lancaster's chances. From what you've seen so far, who's going to take the points away from this event?
I think York have a very strong ladies team.
Yeah.
Whereas for men's, it's very balanced, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to call the men's. As you can see, we're drawing currently. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we just got some. We got the information in, and yeah, the ladies are doing really, really well. Obviously, I was saying last year it was 5-4. The ladies got the win, but this year it's looking really dominant. And if the ladies continue playing this well, and the men continue playing as they are, and like get say a draw, I think it's looking like York could definitely take the points there.
And that would be substantial for the current race to the win, where Lancaster is very much ahead.
Yeah.
So it's very crucial for York to win it, because if we don't, Lancaster will make history, being the first university for Roses to win 4 years in a row.
Yeah.
And at the current state of play, 164 points for Lancaster. They just need the grand total of 8.5 more points to win Roses 2025.
Yeah.
York sitting on 127. Some good news for the York fans outside at the Ultimate Frisbee. York are in the lead, 8-4 there.
Yeah.
And in the open seconds, volleyball, the score just across there, which you can also have a look at on roseslive.co.uk. Lancaster are in the box seat. So very much high stakes if York are to stay in Roses 2025, but it does feel as if it's slipping away from York right now.
And I'm sure the York players all know this as well. I wonder how it impacts them mentally, really.
Yeah.
Like, do they burden this pressure on their shoulders?
I think as a York player, you're probably looking at it, and realistically, I would say I'd be extremely surprised if Lancaster didn't take Roses overall. They don't need many points. As we've said, they need about 8.5 points. And so I think as a York player, you're just focusing on your performance, because you've still got the bragging rights. If you win the badminton, you've won the badminton, you can say you've won the badminton, and I think that's what they're trying to do. And they're going to be putting all their effort into getting those bragging rights. And so I think will Lancaster.
I have to say, it's been the story of Roses for the 3 years that I've been at university. Individual performances in sports, individual stories, but as a team, Lancaster and their sporting excellence just proving a little bit too much. But here in the badminton, it's game on.
The game on court 4 that just occurred seems to be 21-16 for York, for Spandana and Nikita there.
Yeah.
So another win heading into set 2 for that match.
Yeah.
Ladies just dominating for York currently.
Yeah, and in the men's, what do we say the men's score was?
2-2.
2-2, so it's even Stevens in the men's.
Yeah, on court 2, they're back underway, and it looks like they've won an early point. Massive smash from Stephen coming in, and again on that next point, lift has just fallen wide, so looking like a good start for York on court 2.
And they've moved the scoreboard to somewhere we can see it, on the left-hand side over there, gents. On a chair where we can see it, so that's quite good over on court number 2.
Brilliant.
Shout out to the lovely Alex King. Everybody, I think, in this arena loves him, honestly, even from Lancaster.
And Stephen Boxall and his partner for York on court number 2. Yeah. Up against the Lancaster duo.
Good, taking an early lead here. Through the legs. What a shot, but sadly not enough to defend that point. Just Lancaster, just too much on the front foot there.
But they do take it back. This might be once again a very back and forth game where it's all depending on conditioning.
Yeah.
4-3. 4-4 now.
4, yeah.
On court 2. As the Lancaster serves, it's back down, smashed from Boxall. That'll be the other York player to serve, and it's a drop serve, and it's smashed down, back over his head, attempts by Boxall. He then this time tries to smash it low over the net and doesn't quite manage it on this occasion. Takes the scores to 5-5, even Stevens. And Lancaster serve there, and it's a beautiful return by the York player. Takes them up 6-5. On court number 2.
Yeah, we're about to get underway on court number 1 here. We've got Andrew and Louis taking on Arch and Harley. So this should be a really good game on court number 1 coming in.
Arch and Harley, we saw them in their first match for York. They look to have good chemistry, and they're trying again as it's a forehand now into the net, and it's smashed down by Harvey for York. And a beautiful smash. You can't really do anything about that, can you?
No. The angle, the height, oh.
As Harvey tries the drop shot now.
Yeah, he
and
was
it's back over the head.
He was the player who managed to break a few rackets yesterday in the mix. And I think from his smash, you can see why. Very powerful shot.
Harvey now trying that backhand over the head. Smash down once more, and it's a powerful smash. And what a shot that is from Harvey. 20 years of age, into his second year, and he loves that smash shot.
Oh, he loves it.
I think on court 2, it looks like it's 11-7.
So York edging away on that one now. Starting to create some distance.
Yeah, going into the mid-game interval up. They'll be really happy with that lead, looking to carry that forward. Yeah, on court 2, it looks like their attacking play has been really patient, really high quality, not too many unforced errors, which is really what you're wanting at this point.
And another close game on court 3 here, 8-5, York leading. Once again, it'll be nice to see if the ball gets rolling for one team, if they find their rhythm, or if it'll be possibly the first deuce of today.
Here on court number 1, Andrew Harvey and Louis Davis taking on Ant and Harley of Lancaster. And so far, Andrew Harvey, with his smashes and his net play, has been in the box seat as he serves in now, and it's smashed down by Louis, who again goes for that soft smash, and this time whacks behind his head as it picks up the pace. And Harvey just deflects it into the left-hand side of the court, where it will land safely outside of the Lancaster's grip as he serves again now, and it's a backhand smashed over the head and smashed back down by Louis. He tries to keep it down, and Harvey drops him. It's a beautiful drop, but he wasn't expecting that. And it's whipped down onto the right-hand side, and this point is still going over the head now, trying to get it down. And we see it dropped, and an attempted drop by Harvey will bring that rally to an end.
What's amazing to see is how each player is very well balanced in each aspect of the game. I don't think any one person here is bad at defending or attacking.
Yeah, you're not going to have that, and that was one of the best points I think we've seen today on court 1. Really had everything, good defense, really quality offense from both teams, and Lancaster just picking it on that occasion.
Even though men's doubles is one of the fastest and flattest types of badminton, I'd really love to see some more deceptive shots, honestly, because they amaze me. The technique on that, it's hard to perfect.
Yeah, we haven't had too much deception. I think it's obviously with the deceptive shots, they're harder to execute, and under pressure, it's often it's often safer to go for straighter shots that you've practiced again and again, and you know they're going to come off high quality. Just set yourself up, keep yourself in the rally, wait for a mistake. That's how it often goes.
Over on court number 2, Boxall and his partner edging away now. That score 16-9. And here on court number 1, Harvey and Davis impressing as it's whipped back over their head and smashed down by Holly of Lancaster, who tries the backhand now, and it's quick movement around the court from Harvey. He just misses the shot on that occasion, and he's annoyed with himself. He didn't quite know where that went. But they're in a good position.
Court 3, 8-14. It seems that the ladies have been able to, the York ladies have been able to find their groove as they are now leading 15-8. They've been able to stop the back and forth and get their boulder moving.
As we say, the stakes could not be higher in Roses 2025, with Lancaster just 8.5 points away from taking home the trophy for the 4th time in a row and away from home. Here on court number 1, Louis just a bit too light on his serve, but this time it's served in and it's dropped by Harvey, and Louis takes it cross court, and a beautiful shot as he looks at his racket. A lot of communication between these two. As we say, a pair that's been playing together for a long time now here at uni. And over on court number 2, we can bring you a result 21-10 to Boxall and his partner.
So yeah, going into that second set, that's looking really, really good. 21-10, a great score for York, and they're going to hope to continue that into the next set.
Great confidence booster for the players, really. With such a strong win, hopefully they don't get too excited.
Yeah, because I think also it's a great confidence boost. I think they lost their first game, and so they're going to definitely be wanting to get a win here.
Plenty more events still on the line as well for you on Roses 2025. Men's first cricket just about to get underway on the 22. And korfball as well. You can listen to radio streams of those, URY, Bellrig FM, Roses Live 2025. We're sticking here with the badminton. And this match between Harvey and Louis.
Yeah, and on court 1, I think the score is 12-8 currently for York.
Now going to 13 again. As it's a beautiful shot by Harvey, he just recovers for his partner, drops it down by the net, and Louis will take it down the right-hand side now, looking to smash, and it's a little drop now, pushing them into the net, the Lancaster pair. Lancaster in control here, controlling where York are moving, and it'll be over the head and a chance to smash, and a nice deflection into a drop shot. Down the line now, smashed by Louis, backhand to the back, and just smashed down into the net.
The explosiveness of these players just cannot be understated. They're able to get to every millimeter of the court with time to spare, really.
Yeah, it was a great point. I thought it was going to be over when Louis had the opportunity to smash from basically the service line. But it was great defense from Lancaster, but York were able to close out that point.
And Harvey there in that point just hits it wide on the tram lines. Was trying to put power behind the shot.
And on court 4, 21-13 win for York. Another strong win for the York ladies.
Here on court number 1, an intense point. Again, running Arch and Harley of Lancaster around the court. And not quite for Arch and Harvey, just managing to control the game yet. But mistakes like that from Louis of York will not be what they wanted. He just smashed it lower into the net as Arch serves, and that's a beautiful smash. It's then a drop game at the net. It goes back behind at the back of the court, and it's dropped again by Harvey. Goes up, goes high, and it's smashed back and forward. There'll be a double touch.
Just a great defensive shot there. Barely over the net, hard to receive.
Yeah, great defense from Lancaster there.
Arch serves.
And just a couple of unforced errors here from York. They're just going to want to settle it. They're still in the lead, so they're just going to want to settle down, reduce those errors.
Arch to Louis now. And again, Harley and Arch just struggling with the unforced errors. As Harvey serves now, it's a slow serve. And it's whacked towards the back of the court. A nice backhand return now. Forehand on the right-hand side from Louis. Smash back over the head to Arndt, who smashes it down, takes it down a level. Nice drop shot. Can he get there? He can't.
And to celebrate an amazing victory by the York ladies, they've won all 5 of their games, meaning that they have won the women's points for roses. So
it's an incredible performance, like all around by the ladies. Such a talented squad, and considering really barely any of them have played a roses before, they're all new. Obviously, a lot of them are like doing a masters here, but for a first roses, that's just incredible to do that.
Yeah, and you feel that the matches we have seen on courts number 3 and courts number 4 here at the York Sports Centre have been comprehensive for the ladies. Back here on court number 1, Louis and Harvey for York trying to get a win as Harvey takes it to the back and smashes it back towards Anch. And it's a beautiful attacking play from Harvey at the net on that forehand.
I mean, just what a kill, really.
Yeah. And on court 2, in this second game, Stephen and his partner are 8-5 up at this moment. So looking good for them at this point in time.
Commentators curse. They lost the point.
Yeah.
Here on court number 1, Louis and Harvey. Harvey is his last name. Might confuse a few people, that.
Hard to see if that was
Louis
in or
Andrew.
out. That
And they
receive.
appear to have taken that game. A drinks break. Over on court number 2. 10-7 to the York lot. York have been dominating here.
Yeah, and I think on court 4 there's going to be a game underway shortly with Eloise and Akari looking to take they'll be looking for another win there. Played really well obviously today already. And yeah, I think on court 2, mid-game interval, York 11-7 up. So again, they're going to want to carry that forward. I think that was the same as last game actually, going into the interval with 11-7. And so they're just going to want to keep that momentum going, try and close out the game in 2 sets.
Yeah, far less pressure for the women now. Seeming that one team is already the victor. I want to see how that affects the gameplay, to see if more, relaxation, less stress causes bigger point differentials, smaller.
Yeah, I think for certain they're not going to ease off. You're going to want a clean sweep if you can. I think they're definitely going to keep going. It's roses after all. Really, really competitive, and they're just going to want to make it as comprehensive as they can.
Roses Live, Bell Ring FM, University Radio New York, LA TV. Badminton on a Sunday morning. And we have seen some fantastic matches so far. And you would say York winning comprehensively in the women's with their dominance. And a bit more of the challenge in the men's, but nothing too much as this game on court number 1 continues between Anch and Harvey.
Just very strong defense from both teams there. And barely out.
Just goes wide, long at the back.
And yeah, they're back underway on court 2. 12-9 to York. So yeah, it's still looking good over there.
Benny, as a player of the game, what are your opinions on the Badminton World Federation possibly considering making games last only to 15 instead of 21?
Ooh. I can't say I'm a fan. I think just 21 I think it works. Maybe I'm like a sucker for tradition, but I just think 21. It's been around for too long, and I just think I see no issue with it. But what do you think would be the reasons behind them changing it to 15?
I think the reasons are that it's too long for viewers occasionally. Like, some matches last over 2 hours, and top-level players of, equal skill, much of the time go into deuce over 21s.
Yeah. I think the issue you'd get often, though, changing it to 15 would be in something like doubles, particularly, where there are a lot of fast shots. You might get it might become too short, and that's what I'd be concerned about. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what they do about that.
Well, the matches we have here are 221. And here on court number 1, that's a hard smash taken by Louis and Andrew. As Andrew serves now, and it's just back towards the net. Volleying together on this right-hand side, just having a nice rally. Tries to go for a swipe, Andrew of Lancaster, and doesn't quite manage it on this occasion. And it'll be Harvey to serve again. A good point, but you feel Lancaster, this game is slipping away from them now.
Yeah, and on court 2, 17-12 to York. They've just slightly increased their lead from the mid-game interval. So yeah, looking good for them. And on court 3, we've got Alicia and Miko going up against the Lancaster pairing. And yeah.
Smashed down by Anch on the right-hand side. A rally going on now here on court number 1. Back and forward on the left-hand side. Drop this time. An attempted smash, but doesn't quite get there from Harley of Lancaster. He's getting frustrated right next to us, trying not to let his head drop. Him and Anch. The captain of the Wands. They'll be experienced. And again, goes long. Harley making too many unforced errors at this point. Over on court number 2, that score. York in the box seat once more, 19-14. And here on court number 1, we're seeing a right battle between Anch and Harley against Louis and Andrew. And Andrew's smash, as we've been saying all day, is fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Just gets it right down over the top.
I think that's one thing. The angle on the smash and the placement makes it really hard to defend. Like if it's coming towards your right hip, that's a notorious position where it's really hard to defend. Really awkward. And yeah, he's managed to do that all day.
Good placement there from Harley of Lancaster. Gets Andrew diving.
Just an
on
absolutely
the left-hand side.
lovely drop shot that was. Right by the net. Just very, very hard to defend that, and just very quality that.
Over on court number 2, an update to bring you. York have taken that game 21-16.
Yeah, massive game. And I think, yeah, Stephen and his partner were really happy to get that win after I believe they lost their first. And yeah, great for them, great confidence boost, and great for them, great for the men's overall, because it's really looking close for the men's.
And on court number 1, a little water break is taken. Chats between the sides now. Anch and Harley speaking with another Lancaster player. He's taking them through techniques. But for Andrew and Louis of York, they'll be eager to get back out there and finish this quickly. Over on court number 3, big applause as that comes to an end. And we should say, whilst we've been commentating more on the men's because they are closest towards us, the story down the end courts has been one of York ladies dominating Lancaster.
I think that's 6-0 for the women's now. which is just very, very strong. That.
Yeah, it's incredible. Well, we've got seeded pairs, so technically stronger pairs, but in reality, all of our pairs are really equally weighted, and they're all really strong. And I think that's showing in the gameplay, and just the dominance in the ladies, which is so great to see.
Lots of discussion here between Harley and Anch of Lancaster, and another one of their Lancaster players who's been taking them through some techniques in this little break. Anch rallying Harley here. He's been fighting hard. And to be honest, Louis and Andrew sort of look unbothered. They know they're in the box seat as they just now exchanged some words with their coach.
Yeah. I think they're going to be looking for more of the same. We're thinking, I think it's around 11-6 to York at this moment. And so it's just trying to keep no unnecessary errors, and just keeping on top. Their attacking play has been really good, so is their defensive play. But 11-6 by no means is a score that Lancaster can't come back from. Yeah, so it'll be really interesting to see how this third set goes.
Yeah, we'll stay on court number one then. As we see this game progress, currently at 11-6. And it's dropped. And it's that strong smash by Andrew and a strong smash at the net to start there from Louis. And we've talked about that angle on the smash.
Yeah.
But the attacking play from this pair has been exceptional so far as it's backhanded, and they try, the Lancaster pair, to move them around the court, and a mistake from Anch there, who just tried to drop him. Drop Louis and catch him off guard. Didn't work on this occasion. Now Louis is in to serve. And Harvey directs it down the left-hand side, and that one is successful. But that attacking play from York has been exceptional.
Very. It's just, whenever the shuttle is hit that hard, it makes such a impactful noise, I think.
Yeah, and we're not just talking, I think it's easy to assume that it's one thing returning a smash, and returning a smash well. Because obviously, if your return's even a bit too high, it's getting killed instantly by the front player. And so, yeah, and that's what York have been doing all day. Big net kill again.
Buried
Louis
away
there.
by Louis. Point before that, again taken by York. York really finding their rhythm and momentum as it's served in, and a quick return.
Just point after
Andrew.
point, consecutive.
Yeah, this is just what York will be wanting. They're just, quality is shining through.
An attempted drop. Harley looks to take it to the back. Goes high. Quick movement into the backhand, but can't quite get there.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether that lift from York might have actually been out, but obviously it's really hard to judge.
Hopefully Badminton is able to hold off the reign of Lancaster winning for the fourth year, making history.
And you can see Harley of Lancaster here in this match getting particularly frustrated. Perhaps going too fast with his shots, being too agile. As now we're in a rally in the middle. And again, those reaction times, and you can really visibly see now the frustration for Harley of Lancaster as Andrew and Louis really working around the court. And Andrew serves now. And this time there's a Louis fluff up.
Strong drive from Harley there. Just hard to react to.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be interesting to see how Lancaster deal with these last few points, because well, that's commentator's curse. So York have taken that game. Really good play. I think it was quite comprehensive, that game in the end. Yeah, really well played from Louis and Andrew.
I think York's possibly in the lead now in the men's division.
Yeah,
3-2, 4-2. Yeah.
If you're just joining us, we're here at the Badminton. And you're choosing to watch Badminton on your Sunday morning. York in the box seat in this competition. But not so in Roses 2025, where they're up against it. Lancaster very, very close to a win this morning. Day 3 of the competition. But we'd stick with the Badminton. And the standard we've seen has been exceptional. What's been the highlight for you so far? Richard, we'll start with you.
I honestly think it's the just dominating win for the women's there is just very, very impressive. That.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree. I think when the women are putting up a score like that and being so comprehensive, I think you've got to give them credit, and I think that's just in their training, that's in the hard work, and like a team who's going back and forth.
A very good morning to everyone joining us on Channel 1 at the main stream of Roses. It's Simon Reynolds here with you in the indoor courts for the Badminton in Roses 2025 Open First, and we have had quite the morning of York dominance. Alongside me, my co-commentators. Introduce yourselves, lads, to all our new viewers and listeners.
Hello, hello. I am Richard, and next to me,
I am Benny, and yeah, we'll be trying to take you through the action. Give a quick summary of the action, I think. That'd be a good idea. Well, the ladies have been absolutely amazing for York.
They won all five.
And I think maybe 6.
6 or 7 now.
Yeah, 6 or 7-0. So just really comprehensive. And for the men's, it's a tighter affair, but we're in the lead, 4-2 for the men's. So yeah, really high quality all around. Some great games, some great points.
And we have seen some great action so far. York started slow, but they have eased into this competition in terms of the men's, but they've been dominating the women for Lancaster. At the moment, we've just got action underway on court number 4 in the ladies' doubles. And as we say, do bear with us, because we are commentating on 4 games at once.
And it doesn't seem like we're able to see the score for court 4 either. So
it's a guessing game.
Very.
But they are playing into a long rally now on court number 4. Along that right-hand side, it's dropped and then lifted over the back, smashed down, an attempted drop shot, and it doesn't quite work as they go off for a water break.
York ladies win the race to 11 there, and I'm sure they're beaming for another win.
Yeah, looks like it. And then on court 2, we're about to have Leon and Yevan take on the Lancaster pair. They'll be looking for a big win here. Quality players, both of them, both first years, and it'll be interesting to see if they can manage to take another win.
Yeah, Yevan and Leon, their first match, they were dominant. Their second one, they were challenged by a strong Lancaster side. So it'll be interesting to see how they go in this third matchup. Just warming up there on court number 2. But let's get your reflections then, Benny and Richard, on the York performance so far. And it has been one of dominance for the ladies, but also in the men's, really challenging Lancaster and a chance to make history.
Yeah, I think I don't want to understate how impressive Lancaster have been. None of the games, I think, by any means have been totally dominated. I think particularly in the men's for Lancaster, they've put up some really strong games. One of their pairs in particular, Nam and Henrik, have been really strong, as we said, managing to take it against Yevan and Leon, and their attacking play in that game was phenomenal. But yeah, I think my highlight for me so far has got to be the women's. Just seeing the consistency all around, and just the equal weighting of the York ladies pairings, and that all of them are just equally good. Yeah,
we're ready to go on court number 2 between Yevan and Leon, the York pair, who have won 1, lost 1 so far this morning, and they're taking on this new Lancaster pairing. As we have some remarks from a York player, I believe, a member of the York Badminton Society who walks past our commentary position. But it would be Leon to serve here. And it's forehand rally, backhanded, down, and an attempt at a drop shot at the net just doesn't come off for the Lancaster player. And York take an early lead, 1-0 here. And here's Leon with a soft serve, and it goes onto the right-hand side, just rallying, looking to move them around.
Yeah, good defense from Lancaster there. Yeah, into a really strong smash from Leon. It's looking like it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, Badminton A's seem to be in the final stretch of their games, but not to worry. There is far more badminton to watch, as the Bees will be right after this.
And I have to say, at 10:43, the crowd is building here in the Indoor Sports Centre. More people have woken up.
Yeah, it was an early start. I was obviously availability in the arena, roses, a lot going on. But you've got to think for some of the first few games at around 8:30, some of the players probably quite literally were just waking up. And so, yeah, it's been interesting to see how people have grown in. Quality's definitely gone up as the morning has progressed.
Yeah, long point going on here. Long rally on court number 2. And that is beautifully put away from Lancaster, who will come onto the board now. Score 3-2 to Lancaster. And it will be Lancaster to serve here. And this time, there's an attempt to just backhand it and whip it towards Leon of York. Doesn't quite come off for the Lancaster player. And Leon goes for a soft serve, and it's lifted. Can he get to it? He can. And it's palmed into the net by Leon. It didn't look like he had much power behind that shot. Whether that was the intentional thing or just not coming off.
I think going for a stop drop, it's a hard shot to execute, obviously. They make every shot look effortless. And so, when it doesn't come off, it's a rare occurrence, it not coming off usually. But yeah, on that occasion, the stop drop just didn't work out for him.
Roses Live 2025, men's doubles badminton, bringing you here. And Leon and Yevan, they've had a mixed day so far. Current score 5-4 to Lancaster. It's going to be a tight one for them to win, but they will be exhausted having played their first 2 games. And it's really about a mental game now of digging deep and making sure that energy is maintained. Because as you've mentioned on the stream so far, these badminton games are long.
Yeah, indeed. Like, you're playing to 21, and then for those of you who don't know, so a game is made up of 3 sets, each to 21. So, and obviously if a game's going to say each set's going to like 21-15, you're playing a lot of points for one game, and these players are playing 3 games each. So yeah, fitness is a major, major part of this.
And I'm sure both teams have been, honestly, conditioned very well, so they don't tire out and fatigue too quickly. But in any way, it's still very stressful to the body, honestly. Yeah. Especially how explosive you must be.
That's a beautiful drop shot by Leon. On court number 2, York now extend the lead to 8-6, and it will be Yevan to serve. And he takes a serve over the head, and it's just taken down by Leon, who then tries to smash. He's getting moved around the court here. Goes to the back right of Lancaster and tries through the middle. This point is still going, and it's smashed down by Yevan. Finished taking the lead by 3 points to 9-6 now on court number 2.
They seem to be finding more of their groove and just feeling more confident, I think.
Yeah. Finding their rhythm, finding their groove. And they'll want to win this. And they go forehand. And I must say, what other way would you want to spend a Sunday morning? It's been a pleasure to be in your company, gents.
Yeah.
Watching some top quality badminton on show here in the Indoor Centre. As Lancaster bring it back to 9-8 now and maintain control of the serve. And it's a rally.
Yeah, and on court, on the end court, we've got the mid-game interval going on. We'll try to bring you a score update on that one soon.
And it looks like the ladies' singles is also warming up. That's later. I do apologise. That is later. I'm getting confused. It's all this Rose's commentary. I've been talking for too long. Save me, save me.
Too many courts, too many courts.
Court number 2, what we're focusing on, neck and neck at the moment, 10-10. There'll be a break very shortly after this point. But Leon and Yevan have been moving this Lancaster pair around the court, just looking to drop there and get the advantage on the smash.
Yeah,
They'll go to 11-10 into
Lancaster
the drinks
going
break.
in ahead at the break. That was great defense. I think the shot that turned that rally was just the cushion block that just tipped over the top of the net. And yeah, that really gave them the opportunity to reset, get back on the attack. Yeah, what a shot from Lancaster there.
This could be the first game that we see scores going past 21 and really testing the players' abilities.
Yeah, and the endurance of the players particularly, as we were saying.
Roses Live 2025, the final day of competition, and we are covering the badminton men's and women's doubles. The women back in action on court number 4. And it has been a story of York dominance so far, particularly in the women's game.
Yeah, and on the end court, we've just got confirmation that currently it is 12-6 to York, and that is the second set. So if they carry this on, they're going to be getting another win on that end court for the ladies.
Would that possibly be 8-0 then?
Yeah, it's looking like there is the potential, I think, for a clean sweep potentially from the ladies.
We are still overrunning a little bit here, but we're going to take you back to the action on court number 2, where Louis and Yevan for York are playing the Lancaster duo. They've won one, lost one, and they're looking to take the first set here. And there's a nice rally going on cross court, just playing towards the Lancasters' feet and struggling for them to get there. And it's been a long morning of badminton, but it's been an enjoyable one. With York in the box seat. As we near the end of my commentary stint, at least. I'm not sure whether you boys are sticking around.
Yeah, I'll definitely be sticking around to watch the Bees play after this. Obviously, that start will be a bit delayed. But yeah, well worth a watch. Again, they'll be equally high quality, and I'm sure the games will be just as close and entertaining.
And it will be Yevan to serve on court number 2 to the Lancaster player. And that was a beautiful return from serve there. Straight over his head, nothing he could do for that. Takes the score to 14-13 to York. And the crowd has built up massively throughout the morning. And with the end of the volleyball over the way, badminton's firmly where it's at now, as this is now a good rally on court number 2. And again, smashed and put away by Yevan.
Yeah, what a shot there from Yevan. So much power behind that. No chance for the Lancaster players.
Just put all that he had into that, I think. York leading by 2 points on court 2 there.
Court 1 also getting underway with the other pairs. We've seen particularly Harley and his partner on court number 1 battle hard today. The score on court number 2, though, our feature match at the moment, 16-15 to York. Lancaster to serve here. And his cross-court forehand, backhand down the line, and a beautiful smash once more from Yevan. And we've said it time and time again today, but his ability to get above the shuttlecock and smash it down at the angle in a way in which makes it difficult for the opposition player to play it back has just been fantastic.
Yeah, all around, to be honest, the York attack has just looked really well-oiled. I think that's definitely a testament to the coaching staff. Yeah, really impressive.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, Yevan and Leon now extending a 3-point lead, 18-15. But a quick point there leads to Lancaster taking it back 18-16 after a mishap from Yevan. And it will be Lancaster to serve to Yevan. And again, a little enforced error takes it to 19-16. And Leon on his serve. He goes for the soft serve, and it's lifted to the back of the court by Yevan, who's now in a battle, and it goes into the net. And that will go to 20-16. And it will be set point for Leon, who serves and whacks it away. And it's lifted to the back of the court. Drop shot at the net by the Lancaster players. Nicely returned, but can't, just goes a little bit wide for Yevan there. Takes it to 20-17.
Strong opportunity here for York to claim another victory. Whether that'll be a drop or a smash.
And it's dropped, and this could be the moment. Will it be the moment? It's a false drop shot from Leon. He does the same again, and that is it. That is the moment. The set is taken by Leon and Yevan.
The Freshers take another victory.
Yeah, and that was an incredible shot. That's what I was talking about earlier, the stop drop. You're thinking he's going to smash. He's jumping like about a foot in the air, and you're like, you're terrified on the end of that, and then he just gets cushioned over the net. What a shot to win the set.
And it's been a long, old slog here at the Badminton, but moments like that for York will make it worth it. Yevan and Leon, been impressive. The Fresher duo for York, just dominating, really, throughout the course of that first set. And you have to say, York now in the box seat. We'll take you to court one, where we've got another match going on just for the final 6 minutes of our commentary stint, which has been a long, old morning. And let's talk a bit about this Lancaster pair on court number one for anyone who's just joined us. They've had a mixed start this morning. Harley in particular getting very frustrated.
Yeah, I think they've done well. I think they've played obviously some very good pairs, and I think obviously in a couple of their games they've just lost at the last. They've been pipped on a couple of occasions. I think definitely though you can see they're a really strong pair. Just from watching now, good leave there. And yeah, so it's coming in. I think York are looking ahead at that mid-game interval.
Yeah.
And Yevan and Leon to get underway now in the second set on court number two. They're going cross-court, and it's lifted to the back. And Leon, again, trying to smash it down. It's dinked down by the Lancaster players, who are running around the court to try and keep control. And that's a beautiful smash. Straight out the gate from the Lancaster player. They lead 1-0 in this second set.
And on court three here is York ladies just once again dominating, leading 12-5, if my eyes tell me correctly.
Well, listen, plenty more badminton action coming for you on Roses 2025. The women follow this after the open ones, and all that coverage will be here live for you. YSTV, LATV, Bale Rig FM, URY. But it's been a story of York dominance so far. Some Lancaster wins in the men's, but mainly a good morning for the White Rose in the indoor centre. And the second set underway on court number two. Lancaster coming out fighting. They're up 4-3. As we approach the end of our commentary stint here, Benny and Richard, it's been a pleasure. What's your moment
Massive pleasure
of the morning been?
Oh, I've got to say, obviously, as I say, like overall, I've enjoyed just the dominance from the women. But I think, well, actually, maybe that just there from the York player, the backhand 360 drop is incredible. I think, you know what, that's got to be my highlight. What a shot.
Yeah, fantastic shot there. Richard?
Yeah, I think it's just it's the overall quality of all the gameplay here. truly astounds me that every shot is so quick, so precise, just well aimed, well timed. It's truly a feat to be amazed by.
And we are going to be leaving you in the capable hands of our co-commentators shortly. I have to say, having played badminton a little bit myself, I think I'm inspiring a new love in the sport again here.
Yeah.
It is fast-paced, it is quick action, and it has been a story of York in the lead on court number 2, our feature match. York taking the first set, and it's now 6-6 in the second, and it continues to be a close one on court number 1. Boxall and his partner for York really looking to be aggressive in their smashing play and challenging the Lancaster captains with drop shots like that.
Yeah, I think we should really give credit to I think the York coaching staff. I think obviously last year it was a pretty comprehensive loss, particularly in the men's for York. And this year you can see the quality, obviously with the new additions to the team, that can't be emphasized enough, but I think there's definitely been a noticeable increase in the quality and the overall kind of reliability of the squad.
Yeah, just time to bring you up to date with the overall score of Roses 2025. 172.5 points required to win. Lancaster sitting on 164, just 8.5 points away. York trailing on 127, and you sense for Lancaster in the overall competition, they will be very, very close indeed to getting the win. But in the badminton, it has been a story of York dominance. Myself, Richard, and Benny have enjoyed your company, and we will shortly be handing over to a brand new commentary team who will be with you in just a few. We can bring some new people in, but they're not here yet in classic student sense. So what we'll do is we'll keep you on court number 2 here for Roses, where Leon and Yavan are taking on a Lancaster duo. And that second set, having taken the first, has gone to Lancaster 9, York 7. So a chance for Lancaster to come back here.
Very, again, like most of the games we've seen today, it's very tight, very hard to, start the ball rolling. Just quality as well. 9-9 now.
They've been so close throughout. I think that's what I've noticed. In the women's game, York running away, but in the men's, it's been a close affair. And it continues to be a close affair. We are ready to bring in some new co-commentators. It's been a pleasure to be with you this morning on Roses Live. And we bring in Jess Rolfe.
Hiya.
On the badminton, who can save me from talking.
Oh, no worries. Ooh, 1 second, just.
And as they sit down, I'll leave you in their capable hands.
Oh, thank you so much, Simon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for taking me off talking.
No problem. Yeah, welcome. I'm Jess.
And I'm Ravindi.
And we're now with you. We're just catching the end of the men's first here, which is overrunning a little bit. And then we'll be bringing you the open seconds and the women's seconds shortly after. So from what we've heard, the women's match has been very dominant for York.
Yep, so they've not lost a game so far. But saying that, with a score of not losing a match, it'd be unfair to say that it's one-sided, because the quality of the game here from both the Lancaster side and the women's side have been great. So York taking the lead on all of them, but Lancaster putting a very, very strong effort. So it's the very, very great matches to watch so far.
And then the men's game's still ongoing. I'm not fully sure what the score was for this first match here. But apparently quite close. York in the lead last time I checked?
So York was in the lead in the seconds, and I believe it's the seconds of Lancaster versus the third. No, sorry. The third of Lancaster's versus the third of York team.
Okay.
The York pair upper set. Currently the score is 11-10 from what I can tell from the scoreboard on that side. So the men's second York versus the Lancaster second York, I believe they have just Lancaster have taken the first set, and now they're taking their break. So there should be one more game after this, which is the men's ones face-off. I believe on the end court as well, the ladies are still going on. So I believe it's the ladies threes versus the both ways, so York versus Lancaster. And on the far end, it's the Lancaster seconds versus the York seconds. But that's where we're at the minute, I believe.
There's a lot going on
Yeah.
in the arena today.
Yeah.
And it's very loud in here, very echoey, and the crowds have turned out. And they're very excited, obviously,
Yeah.
because the scores on the doors overall for Roses is very close for
Yeah.
Lancaster. They're nearly winning
Yes.
for a 4th year in a row.
Yes.
So I'm sure Lancaster Day really want to get these extra points. I'm just going to see how many points this fixture is worth in the overall.
So in terms of
Overall
the
standing.
Ones, I believe, they're 4 points per discipline. So the ladies is 4 points, the men's is 4 points for the firsts, and I believe the seconds are 2 points each.
That is absolutely correct, yes.
And so the mixed was played yesterday. That was 1 point as well. York took that 5-4. Very, very close game. Like, down to the wire on the last match. So, yeah, it's been a really, really competitive few days for badminton. So it's been going really well.
So looks like something's going to start up again on this court in front of us.
So it's the second set of the men's twos match, I believe.
Awesome. Okay,
So
so we're going to focus in here.
Yes.
Do we know who's playing?
Yes. So on the men's side for York, we've got Stephen Boxall and Adam Blanchot. And on the Lancaster side, let me just pull up the sheet. We have... There we go. It's buried in here somewhere. Sorry, guys. We got all prepped for the B team, but not the A team.
We've been thrown into the deep end here.
Yeah. So it's Ange Nair and Harley Edge playing for the Lancaster side. Stephen to serve. Stephen, lovely drop there. High lift. Oh, and Adam hits it straight in the net. So 1-0. Ange to serve. Great serve. Nice return to Stephen to the rear corner. It goes in. Lancaster unable to make it. Adam to serve. 2-1. Adam hitting a beautiful drop there, right in the mid-court section. Again, a beautiful drop from Adam there, right into the front corner. Ange trying to dive, but just about missing out. Ange has been hitting a lot of good dives today. Very impressive. Beautiful smash from Harley there. Straight at the left hip of Stephen. Ooh, and an unlucky flake serve going just out the back there. I believe the score is 5-2. Beautiful shot from Harley there, straight down the line, just kissing the line. Great smash from Stephen, right on the flat. Harley just about getting it.
And they're playing to 21 in each set.
Yes. So each game is 21 to end. It's a best of 3 sets. So if there is setting, which means that it's essentially like juice and tennis, where if you hit 20 all, they have to win by 2 points. But the maximum it can go to is 30. So if you win on 30, you take the game.
You're done. Boom.
So at the minute, the York men's team are winning 4-2, I believe, overall. So it takes one more match to win to take the entire discipline. But Lancaster, definitely not counting them out early. They've shown some real fight, and these games are not going to be easy.
No, well, as we heard from our commentators beforehand, the men's match has been quite close.
Yes.
Anyone's game.
Oh, and a lift right out the back there. A lovely bit of net play from both teams. Oh, and a beautiful dive on court 2 there. Getting immediately picked up from the Lancaster side. Great return and reading the dive perfectly. Good lift from Ange. Adam smashes. Oh, is that in? Is it out? It's hard to tell from these angles.
It is hard to tell.
Oh,
from
there we
here,
go. It was in.
behind our little screen.
So, Jess, have you had much experience watching badminton before?
I commentated the badminton 2 years ago,
Oh, wow.
but no one told me the game had started. So there's a good
Oh.
15 minutes of me just going, this warm-up's really feisty. Wow, they're really getting ready to go. And I
Oh,
had
no.
no idea what the score was at any time.
Oh,
So
bless.
I'm hoping to do better this time around.
I mean, if you weren't told, you can't be blamed for that.
I just didn't realise they were going, so I didn't count.
Okay, so this is halfway through the first set. I think it's York that's up at the minute. I believe the last net shot was hitting the net by the Lancaster side, meaning that York going into the first set with a lead. But from the looks of things, I don't think it's one-sided. I think they've been point for point. So again, can't count either side out at the minute. And it can go either anyone's way at the minute, I believe. So in terms of some overall context for badminton's previous history, so last year, Lancaster winning the men's A's. I believe it was 6-3. And
Ooh.
yes, so the women's A, York took that one, but both the women's B and the men's B were lost last year as well by York and taken very comfortably by Lancaster. Very good games, but they dominated. They were very, very good. And so we've got a bit of a mix-up, I believe, in the Lancaster side in terms of the team. So I believe a lot of them graduated last year, whilst with York we've had 4 of the players from our A team stay, 2 new players, Leon and Yevan, the 2 you see on court 2. And so that can always bring in new dynamics because you can always bring in with freshers and master's students a really good set of new players. But
Yeah.
also, on the other hand, experience of playing with teammates is also really invaluable. So we'll be seeing today some of the mix-ups with that because with York, these 2, Adam and Stephen, played last time, and when we'll eventually see Louis and Andrew Harvey play, they also played last year. But I believe that the pairings here are all new, so from the Lancaster side. So it's really, really...
Sometimes that could be an advantage, though.
Exactly.
A fresh start, stay humble, you know.
Exactly. Oh, an unfortunate hit in the net there. Adam being pushed wide. Good clear from Anch. Lovely from Harvey. Ooh. And a wide shot from Adam there. Lancaster putting on the pressure, forcing an error. Ooh, and an unlucky neck tape. Not trickling over to for the Lancaster side. Good lifts. Smashes, lovely smashes from Hart. Smash. Good net, another lift. Another smash from Harley. He's just leathering it. Oh, and Stephen reading the net. Capitalising.
Fantastic rally, though.
Yeah, brilliant rally. It's underestimated how tiring it is to just constantly be re-smashing. And again, even relifting, you're putting yourself under a ridiculous amount of pressure to defend. So, beautiful attack from Lancaster there.
I think it's impressive to keep your arm in the air for that long. It used to wear me out at school.
Keep in mind, some of these players played the mix yesterday as well, so just exhaustion kicking
But
in.
they're so nearly there.
They are. Seeing an entirely packed arena from the looks of things. A lot quieter earlier on with an 8:30 start. Brutal, I think, for some. But
I think that was out.
yes, it
From
was.
York?
Oh, no, it wasn't actually. I
Was
think
it
I was
in?
in.
Do we know roughly what we think the scores on the doors are?
That's a good question. Unfortunately, there are no scorecards running, so can't give an update. They may have it on the live stream, I hope. But we'll see. Do we have scores on the doors? No, unfortunately not.
I'm going to find out for
Right,
you.
someone's been sent off. Smash from Adam.
We only bring
Oh.
you the most reliable information on Roses
What
Live.
beautiful defense to attack there from Lancaster. Adam charging down, but Lancaster not letting him take the attack, just pressuring him at the net.
Lancaster serving.
Well left from Lancaster. It's always tricky calls, that one, especially so close to the door.
Yeah. And they're off again. Ooh.
Beautiful drive from Stephen off the serve, goes right in the back trams.
He looks very happy to be here.
Yeah. I mean, all of these people have trained so hard for this. Like, even though they're taking it so very seriously in the game, you do see smiles all around because they've worked so hard to get to this point throughout the year.
This is the moment, you know?
Exactly.
I was reading a lot of them train 3 times a week, and they've had boot camps, and it's been quite intense.
Yeah, Lancaster, in the lead up to Roses, they've been playing 2 hours a day for their boot camp for 2 weeks, which is absolutely incredible.
That's nuts.
It's an insane passion and drive from both of these teams. Yeah. Unfortunately, we were not able to get the score.
We'll do our best.
Quick shuttle change for Adam here. Smash. 3 consecutive smashes. Oh, and a drive. Adam absolutely powering it, but Lancaster not letting him get through. Good lift to the rear court. And reverse. They're smashing now. Lancaster on the attack. Good lift. Lift again. And Ange hitting a clear back corner, keeping Adam at the back. Whoa, and Adam coming in to take the point. Lancaster defense there. Absolutely incredible. Not letting a single smash through. An unfortunate drive at the end, just breaking their streak. But honestly,
they're really making each other work for it. They're sort of shooting it up and then down again, and it's kind of...
oh, and a missed serve from Adam there. It's what Lancaster needs to break the flow. And Adam keeping the pressure at the net. Oh, and that is game, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone listening, I believe that means that York has won overall for the men's A. What a wonderful way to win it. A 2-set straight win for York on the final one.
I bet they'll be pleased.
Yeah. Lancaster side, far, far and away, an amazing opponent. They would not give them an inch throughout the entire thing. But the fact we couldn't tell distinctly who was winning, you could tell that they weren't. It was not one-sided at all.
No, it was fantastic. So that is a win for the York in the men's ones and a win for York in the women's ones.
I believe so.
Just what they need for Roses overall.
Yes.
As York lag slightly behind Lancaster, who are edging closer and closer to that finish line of 172.5.
Right, now we're going to start to see, I think, some fire from the men's Bs and ladies Bs from the Lancaster and York side. York obviously wanting to carry the momentum forward, but Lancaster wanting to claw back those points. I'm sure they'll be wanting and hungry to get that.
And every point counts at this point.
Still, ferocious games going on. And the women at the far end, the ladies, A's, Eloise and Akari versus, I'll just grab up the Lancaster women's side. Again, guys, we're so sorry. We've been the men's and ladies first overran, and we did not prep for these. So we've just been handed the mics and told,
we are
go
so
for
unbelievably professional. You're in such safe hands.
Yeah.
We're doing our best.
It's unfortunate that but the games, I think that just shows how close they've been, because if it was one-sided, they would have finished well in the time, but they've just been overrunning. So, women's first. I believe they're taking a break for the set. So I believe the Lancaster team are the far end, Francesca Avery and Bailey Liu. And so they're playing against, like we mentioned, Akari and Eloise. And I believe York took the first set, but again, because of the far end. It's hard to tell. We'll see some of their games for now. Starting now is the men's one's first team playoff. So Lancaster firsts versus the York firsts. So playing for the York side is Louis Davis and Andrew Harvey, who've been having they're the only team to be on a clean streak so far. They're winning both their games. And on the opposing side is Zheng Nianheng and Henrik Fran from the Lancaster side. Now last year, I believe those Zheng Nianheng beat Louis and Andrew. I believe Hendrik wasn't on their Zhen's partner because Zheng is, I believe, promoted from the men's Bs last year to the men's first for Lancaster. So again, shows the effort that this man has put in. Fun fact about Henrik, actually, very recently I've been told that he's won the Tier 4 Badminton England tournament for singles very recently.
Oh,
so
wow.
very, very impressive. Tier 4s are notoriously hard. A lot of university teams go, but not very often that you'll get wins from it. So, yeah.
A fierce competitor.
Yes.
On the court today.
Then on court 2, it's an ongoing game. So that is Ed Parkinson and Matt Ross on the Lancaster side taking on Yavan and Leon. Lancaster to serve. Good lift. Smash from Yavan, and it's not returned by the Lancaster side. Unfortunate. There should be a scorecard for this game, I believe.
Is it that one?
Yes. So
13-15. I'm short-sighted. I should have brought my glasses.
No, but that's absolutely right. Just somehow being able to track out. So currently, Lancaster to serve.
15 now.
Yes, so 14 to Lancaster, 15 to York on the second court there.
This is very close.
Yes. I'm just going to look what games are actually being live streamed. Can I ask what games are being live streamed? Court 2. Right, okay, so we'll transition our focus to them, shall we? Right, so Leon to serve, 16-14 at the minute. Good lift.
Is this still the men's ones, or is this now the men's?
Yes,
men's
still
ones?
men's ones.
Okay. So we're all on the same page here.
Yes. However, on the first court, we do have the men's Bs warming up for their game.
I see.
Good drop from Leon. Big lift. Smash. Some beautiful net play. Oh, and Levan pressuring the Lancaster side into hitting into the net with a forced error.
It's now 17-15 to York.
We're getting closer and closer to the deciding points. This is 18 now to York. Big flicker from Leah. Smash from... big dive from Yavan there. Oh, and Lancaster smashing it. Just trickling the tape. So...
Oh, okay.
Is that... Oh, so a very interesting fact that we've just been able to find out. The Matt Ross, who's playing on the second court there that we're told is being live streamed, he's actually been playing for Scotland this season. Incredible stuff. You can tell his quality of play is very impressive. His shot's very clean. I've seen some beautiful slices from him today. So yeah, that is not a surprise by any means. Big lift. Smash from Yavan. Relifted by Lancaster. Another lift. Big drop from Leon.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nicely
Now,
saved.
reversing the attack here. Oh, and an unfortunate racket clash there. Yavan aiming straight down the middle. And in badminton, that's a really strong shot because the problem with... Oh, and they're a lefty-righty. That's even more of a bet. So in terms of badminton, if you don't know, so obviously people's dominant hands, they vary. So what you get, however, is because you've got two people on the court, there's areas that open up where there's a bit of an uncertainty. 'Cause if you aim down the middle, what you'll get is you'll either get a racket clash or you'll get them that their forehands are both out wide. So they have to both take it on their backhand. And so it means that it's a very strong area to aim for if you're playing against a lefty-righty pair. On the flip side, though, it does mean that whenever you're lifting out wide, you're usually lifting to either pair's forehand. So you're able to rotate strongly and get a really good attack. So it's a bit of nuance there because both Leon and Yavan are righties. And so that confers their own strengths and weaknesses too.
A lot of mind games in this, a lot of strategizing. I didn't realise.
There is. So I believe York are on match point right now on the second court.
2019.
2019. If Lancaster are able to win this point, it will go into setting.
And they're off.
Big lift. Smash from Yevan. Smash from Yevan. Smash from Yevan. Smash from Yevan. Oh, and an unfortunate hit in the net. Lancaster defense absolutely brilliant there. Not letting Yevan break through. And it's now 20 all, everyone.
God, it's tense.
It is tense. And hitting the net there from 21-20.
So we're now playing to 22.
Yes, no, so they have to win.
2-point lead.
Yes.
I'm getting there.
No, but it is right. If Lancaster take this and take 22, they win. Oh, and they take it! Lancaster smashing it right down. And that is game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my days. Beautiful game.
Spoke that into existence.
Yeah. Lancaster hitting a brilliant smash off the York looking defeated with that, but they shouldn't be. They played a beautiful game. But Lancaster putting in the work, not faltering. They were down. They were down by quite a few
points. They came up from behind.
Exactly.
They were like, no, you're not having this.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of these games. You can never count anyone out. All it takes is a few points to change the environment completely.
Fantastic game there. That is 22-20 to Lancaster in the men's ones. Was that the final match, the men's ones?
No. So currently the men's firsts are going on the third court. I'm going to look and see if those are being recorded. I think I've just seen the camera slowly pan. So I do believe that they are being recorded right now. I'll just check with our TV staff as to which games are being broadcast so we can focus on them in our commentary.
I can tell you that the York have just won the Quiz Bowl.
Wow.
It's worth no points, but we've won the Quiz Bowl.
Is it an exhibition fixture?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not much movement in the overall scores. A lot of exhibition fixtures on at the moment. But a lot of fixtures in play. I think the dance is on at the moment. The badminton's on. The frisbee, cricket and tennis. There's plenty to come. As we edge closer and closer to finding out who's going to win Roses 2025.
Lancaster edging to that victory there.
Where are we at the moment? Lancaster on 164. They need 172.5 to cross that finish line. But York closer than last year, 127. Yes. You can't count anyone out too soon.
No. But to be honest, looking at all the fixtures, Lancaster have been dominant in a lot of them, and they have been getting a lot of wins. And so if they are to win, I believe they've fully earned it.
Oh, and, absolutely.
But I mean, if York are able to pull a upset and a comeback, that would be absolutely
Everyone loves
incredible.
an underdog story.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you. Being offered some sweets there by some lovely York staff.
So where are we headed now?
Court 3. So our view will be obstructed here by the warming up of the women's and men's B, but we'll try our best to carry on. What beautiful backhand lift from Zhang there. Oh, and an unfortunate smash in the net.
Find out who's playing for you.
Yeah. So for the Lancaster side, like we said, it's Zheng Yan Heng versus Henrik Fan for Lancaster. And for York, it's Andrew Harvey and Louis Davis. So Louis Davis, club president from last year. Team president from last year for York, playing now with Andrew. They've been playing for 2 years consecutively. Last year at Roses, they were the team to look for the men's first. And like we said, with Zeng and Henrik, they're a new pair, but they're playing very well today, winning. Actually, I believe they've won both their matches as well. So we're going in with York and Lancaster 2-2 for the men's ones first teams. So yeah, it's anybody's game really.
Do we know the score overall in the men's first as a fixture?
I believe that will have now taken it to 5-3.
5-3.
So Andrew Harvey in the black there for the York side, and Louis Davis in the white, if it would make it easier to distinguish the two. Lancaster both wearing red, so unfortunately I'm of no help there. But so Henrik, however, if it's easier to tell apart, best way. I mean, I'm a glasses wearer, so he's the one wearing glasses is Henrik, and that one without is Zeng. So if we need a way to tell the difference between the two. Oh, and Andrew flick serve there from Henrik, and Andrew hitting it straight in the net. Great serve from Henrik. Another beautiful serve from Henrik. Zeng smashing Henrik. Oh, clear from Zeng. Oh, and an unfortunate hit in the net from Zeng. Oh, Lancaster side fighting fiercely here.
So we're just trying to find the score for you as we stand, but we can't seem to do that. It's hard to keep up in a game like badminton because it happens so quickly.
Yes.
And there's so much going on all these courts.
Beautiful smash from Louis there, right down the middle. So contrary to the last game, everyone on this court is a right-hander. So the tactics I was talking about there don't apply.
Never mind.
But, oh, beautiful set of smashes from the Lancaster side there. Powering straight through York defence. Beautiful play.
I've just got behind another player and now I can't see.
Henrik to serve again. Louis receiving. Oh, and a hit in the net from Louis there. Tempting for a net return, but not going over.
Just swapping over.
Andrew hitting a straight drive there, down the line. Oh, and Zeng forcing his way through the floor. Again, the decider of this match will see who out of the two teams gets a clean sweep of games. So they will be wanting this very strongly. Oh, a strong smash from Andrew there, but getting picked up from the Lancaster side. Oh, and an unfortunate hit in the net there. Lovely drop from Louis. Zeng just not able to get it over. Andrew to serve, Zeng to receive. Oh, a big lift. Oh, a bit of miscommunication there, it seems, from the Lancaster side. We're both going for it. Henrik eventually taking the shot, but it going in the net. Okay, I believe this is halfway through the first set. So because York won that point, I believe that they're up at 11. Do not know what the Lancaster score is. I might ask if we can get someone to go check.
I'm just going to try find out for you.
One step ahead. They've already sent someone off to go look.
So we should have that for you very shortly. Oh, is it down there? It's on the floor. They've angled it away from me and now I can't see. No. Your car on 11, but I can't see the Lancaster.
It's a bit hard to visually paint the picture of where we're sat currently. But the best way to put it is that all four courts are in a row and we're on the far end of the third court. So we're on the side of the ones court looking across to the thirds. So the view of the score is unfortunately obscured. Right, do we...
Oh, get ready.
Women's are on very final set. Unfortunately no score, but...
This is the final game for the Opens first.
Ooh, okay. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is the second set and they're up at the 11. But this is what I'm hearing from the thing. We'll get updated scores. I'll keep you updated if we learn anything new. York taking the point off the set break, rehydrated and ready to go. Ooh, and an unfortunate missed serve there from Andrew. Lancaster getting back the point. It's really important to get your serves right here because by giving the opponent some breathing space, it can make the difference, especially if these guys are all tired. All players here played the mix yesterday, and those games were not easy, so they're going to be feeling the effects. Big smash from Andrew. Big smash from Louis. And finished off by Andrew. Fun fact about Andrew, yesterday he broke the most amount of strings out of anyone on the court. Going through 4 rackets. He's notorious on the York side for just absolutely walloping his strings. I think he's been a bit more conservative today, shall we say.
Holding it back.
With only one string break of I've witnessed. So he's doing well. His bank account's going to be sore after this, but I guess you've got to sacrifice everything for roses. These teams are putting everything out there.
You've got to leave it all out on the court,
Yeah.
including your racket strings.
Yeah. Lancaster there, unfortunately, lifting it out of the back. York to serve. Oh, and an unfortunate net tape. Just not going for York Lancaster's side. Andrew to serve, Zeng to receive. Oh, a beautiful serve return. Oh, and a beautiful drive there from Zeng. Not letting York get the defense back. Just absolutely ploughing it straight at Louis. Oh, Zeng's very dominant than that. That's something I've been witnessing throughout the entire time. He's very good at just reading when there's going to be a drop and just rushing in, killing it. And that is really, really tough to follow because it just holds the pressure on from York. It makes you feel like you just can't drop. And that's something that you really need to have in a doubles game. Oh, beautiful defense from Lancaster there. Zeng dodging swiftly out of the way. Oh,
That was very good from Andrew.
oh my days. Forcing their way through the attack there. Not able to return it.
No.
That's the thing about this ones team. Everyone here has very good smashes. And that makes it a very, very defensive game at times because you just can't return an attacking shot off some of them. So you have to relift. You get these repeated smashes. I think a wide defense there shot from the Lancaster side. York to serve. I believe York are in the lead from gathering from the point shot. Ooh, is that serve in? Is it out? Well left from the Lancaster side there. York serving out. Henrik to serve. Ooh, flick from there.
Ooh.
Smash from Louis. Straight in, right at the hip of Zeng. Now the hip is a very, very key place to aim for in badminton. It's one of the hardest places to defend because you can't get your racket as quick round anywhere else in your body. And you want to aim for the racket hip because that takes the most amount of time to move around. So it's a really strong shot there. Louis playing it perfect. As you can see, Zeng trying to go around it. Just could not get the momentum. Oh, Louis finishing off the shot there. Lancaster trying to get the lift. Could not get through. York on a bit of a momentous streak here, but Lancaster very easily can take it back. We've seen their defense. It's very, very good.
Well, we saw in the last game, rising from the back.
Exactly.
Right at the end there.
You can never, ever count anyone out in a badminton game.
So you've got to stay tuned with us here on Roses Live. So that's Louis to serve.
Louis to serve. Big clear from Zen. Oh! Beautiful drop from Andrew. Zen trying the dive.
On the floor.
Okay, so I believe contrary to what we've been told, this is in fact the second set because they've not finished the game. So I think that would make it either one set to York, none to Lancaster, or 1-1, seeing as York won that set. So, am I 1-1 or 1-0? What's this?
We're just trying to find the score out for you, doing some great hand signals to the players.
Set. It's a first set.
It's very
Okay, so
professional
it's the
here
second
on.
set. Okay,
on
there we
your
go.
way.
Communicating there with the York team from across the court.
We're all
Listen,
friends here. We have fun
yes.
here. What was the score? Did we figure it out?
Yes, so I'm not sure on what the actual point of the match was, but that is the first set to York.
Okay.
So we're now moving on to the second set. Lancaster very easily could take this back, and then
Yeah.
we go into the third. Very, very good way to end it, if so, on the third set in the men's ones playoff. Oh, I believe the ladies finishing their, what is one of their sets there. I'm trying to figure out if it's their first or second as well. York looking quite happy, celebrating there with the captain, Alicia, and the Dev Squad captain, Nikita. So we've got Akari and Eloise on the York side. And okay,
We're finding the women's score out for you now as the men's are just getting started again. Oh,
great smash from Zane. But yeah, honestly, the ladies' match has been absolutely brilliant to watch today. Some absolutely great get play from both sides. Lancaster not letting up. Again, I know the score may indicate that it's a whitewash, but it was absolutely not. Like, the games were coming very close. They were fighting hard, and I really wanted to make it clear that they should not be counted out from their performance today. They should be very proud of how they played.
it's like you said, the match is going on longer than expected. That
Yeah.
just says everything.
And I
We have a
believe-
score.
Okay, so 8-0 currently for York women's. So wait, was that the final match, or? Oh wait, no. If it's 8-0, then that means that this is their final match. Yeah, perfect.
And we're
So-
currently on 5-3 for the York men's.
Yeah. Tanisha Jane there, I believe I can see. Far end of the court, the York Yusu Sport president.
Very
coming
rare
to
to
show-
see her without the Yorkshire Rose flag. She's been walking
Yeah.
around with all weekend.
Right. Big lift from Louis. Again, lift from Louis. Zhang smashing it, full rotation. Lancaster winning the point with a beautiful drop from Henrik there. Oh my days. Louis trying his hardest, sprawling out, could not reach it. Oof, beautiful drops from Henrik there. Ooh, Andrew hitting a backhand drop.
Oh,
Big smash from Zane. Big
And
smash from
another from
Louis.
Louis.
Another from Louis. Is he one more?
Another from Louis.
Oh my days, they're keeping it. Oh, and the
Oh.
Lancaster win the point. The defense, like I'm saying, from the Lancaster side, absolutely rock
to answer
solid.
that back 3 times and get the point, that is insane.
It's like, again, people look at smashes sometimes as the pariah of shots because it's just the one where you put your hole into. But honestly, there's so many other important plays to badminton, like the drops, the defense. It's nowhere near just, oh, whoever's smashing it's winning it. It's just not the case at all.
No, Lancaster are being really great with their defence in this one.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful drive from Andrew there. Straight defensive across his body. York here, I think I might be tempted to say they're very good at controlling the mid-court. Oh, Louis hitting straight in the net.
Seems unhappy with that.
Nice.
It happens.
Louis tried to redo his serve
Well,
in his
it's
mind.
happened again.
Oh, Lancaster. Will we see a third? Hopefully not.
Over the net this time.
Over
Beautiful.
the net. Big lift. Smash from
Smash from
Zen.
Zhang.
Smash from Henrik. Oh, a miss from Henrik.
Oh!
A dive from Zen there. Getting
Oh my
back.
God!
Clear from Andrew. Resetting the rally. Oh, Louis. Oh, my days. A beautiful drop there. Zhang just missing out. An unfortunate mistime of the racket there.
If you're listening on radio, it's hard to keep up with what they're doing without not just saying, oh my God!
Yeah.
But a great rally.
I believe also the men's Bs are getting started. So I think we'll be transitioning to that once the men's team game is finished.
Yeah, I believe so.
Like we say, unfortunately, there's been a bit of overlap due to just how long the game's been going. There's unfortunately not much you can do about it.
But it has made for some very good games,
It has.
which is always what you want. So this is Lancaster serving.
Yes. Big smash from Louis. Smash from Andrew.
Oh!
Good shot from Lancaster there. Again, York putting the pressure on. Lancaster not like folding. They just keep consistently relifting. And that's something that's important, is consistency. Especially when things are getting tiring. Especially when people are really wanting this win. Your nerves, your hands are shaking when you go to serve. You're trying to hit a shot, you're just getting a bit off it. Consistency is what you need to really set yourself apart towards the end of a game.
I think we're really seeing that because it's not been dropped at all.
Yeah.
They are on each other.
Oh, Zheng there. Again, like I was saying, just knowing when to rush into the net to take on the attack. Read the rear court lift from Louis, was there, smashes it straight down. Beautiful play. And lift out the back from York there. Okay, I believe that means Lancaster are up in the second set. So that means they're the first to 11. For future reference, when we switch over to the B games, they're having drinks breaks at 11 for every game. So usually, if the team who wins that point and then goes to drinks breaks is usually the one who's reached 11 first.
Okay. We'll try to confirm these scores for you as soon as we can, but...
See if we can find any fun facts on the players. They've been uploading their Instagram stories very recently, some absolutely great. Well, so, right, we'll go to the York side first because I've opened my phone and that's the first thing to come up. Andrew Harvey here. His fun fact is, in fact, that he loves Alex King. Now, Alex King is the men's captain of this year.
Oh.
Absolutely great. Him and Ruben Gedge are co-captaining, and they've been doing a great job from what I've heard. And I mean, I play on the men's C, so I can say that they have been, from my own experience. Of course, here I come as an impartial commentator, so I'll say that there has been good. Louis Davis, his fun fact is that he can make a good mojito.
Ooh.
I'm sure that he's been out of practice at the minute because there has been a drinking ban over the past few weeks for the badminton
You've
team.
got to be in good form.
Yes, so maybe some mocktails, but I think maybe he'll be making a good one.
I'm sure that will change this evening.
Yes, celebrating the win. Transition now to the Lancaster side. Seeing if I can get their fun facts.
They're just getting started again.
Okay, so Zhang Yanfen, he said he's best known for playing with Anch, who we saw earlier playing with Harley in the twos pair against the cup final of Bucks. Now the cup's final, I believe Lancaster won, which is absolutely insane. So this is the Conference Cup, separate a bit to the Bucks League, where players from the different counties will play towards a mini tournament to progress to win the Conference Cup, and I believe Lancaster won. So again, this is to show just how good these teams are. Like Lancaster, it's no easy feat. I mean, York didn't win the Conference Cup this year. They were, I think they were out in the semi-finals. But yeah, Lancaster winning is an insane achievement. Right, we're back in the action. Zheng hitting a smash. Big clear from... drop from Henrik. Another drop from Henrik. Another drop. Louis just relifting it. Oh, and a drive. Reversing the attack here. Andrew with the smash. Again, another lift. Zheng hitting a big smash. Oh, now the back from Henrik. Oh, these rallies, they're going on for ages. The pressure is on.
They are just fantastic to watch, though.
It
They
is.
are so exciting to see.
You can tell everyone here wants it. There's no one here taking it
absolutely.
lazy. And that just shows the passion these two teams have.
We've got Louis serving from York.
Yeah. Louis serving. Oh, and
Zheng
an
just hitting
unfortunate
into the
net shot from Zen there, going straight in the net.
Going to go again.
Louis to serve. Oh, beautiful net from Henrik. And Louis hitting it out there, trying for the cross court, but unfortunately going wide. Henrik to serve.
Something exciting happening in the volleyball next to us
Yes.
in the arena.
Volleyball really showing their support there. Oh, big dive from
Oh!
Andrew. Big lift from Louis. Zheng smashing it. Lift from Henrik. Smash from Louis. Oh, and a great return there from Lancaster. Just getting out of the way in the open area from York. Oh, York trying their hardest to defend that, but Lancaster just taking it comfortably.
They're very good at keeping cool under the pressure.
Yeah. And I believe that the York women's have finished up their game. I believe it is a win. We'll get back to you on that. But if that's so, that is a 9-0. I let everyone for the York women's A's. I'm sure they'll be proud of that. But honestly, again, Lancaster, some really strong showing for their side as well. And honestly, a great set of fixtures. Everyone should be proud of the way they played.
And the men's just getting going again.
Oh, and a miss there from saying. It's really unfortunate, actually, because we're sat on the very far side of the women's. It means it's really hard to commentate because they're the farthest away, and usually the cameras have been focused on the men's. I'll be trying very hard to make sure that we get the women's in the next one because I really, really want to showcase the strength of them because...
We'll try keep someone checking the score regularly.
Yes.
And keep you in the know.
Big attack from Louis there, just hovering at the net, waiting for the loopy neck. The men's bees playing their games, fighting ferociously. We'll be getting to that shortly once the men's is wrapped up. Oh, and an unfortunate miss from Zheng there, hitting it just on the other side of the net, in the floor. Andrew to serve.
The volleyball fans are getting very excited.
Henrik to serve. Apologies. Big lift from Louis. Smash. Smash from Andrew straight through the Lancaster defence.
We've got Andrew to serve now.
We're hearing the air horns from the volleyball there.
Something's going on.
Worried the fire alarm is going off. You do not want to evacuate this time.
I'll have a look and see what's going on. Oh.
And a wide shot from the York side there. Henrik celebrating. I didn't actually get onto Henrik's best known for fact, actually. So he, in fact, won his. So what they put here is his singles performance in Bucks Individuals. Now, Bucks Individuals is a tournament that happens once a year, where all of the unis send their strongest players to the Institute of Sport in Sheffield to play basically elimination tournament. And it's where you see the best of the best on uni badminton. And again, like we say, Henrik's a very strong singles player, having won a Tier 4 very recently. So shows that they're very, very strong players.
In roses overall, I can say that York have won the outdoor ultimate frisbee.
Oh,
There's another 4 points to York. They're now on
big point.
131 to 164 from Lancaster. I think we might be hearing some points coming through from the volleyball soon, though, from the sounds of what's going on over there. But we'll let
Andrew
you know.
there hitting it in the net off the return of serve. Like we said, the men's A's points. Now that the men's A's and the women's A's have wrapped up overall in terms of score, that's 4 points each, which is pretty huge. That's an 8-point total addition to the score from York. I'm sure York are going to be happy about that. Adding on the mix yesterday, it comes to 9 points overall in the badminton to York.
It's not a small number.
No, it is not. But again, there's still 4 points to play for in the women's Bs and the men's Bs. So Lancaster maybe would gain back some very, very good points. 18-14, Lancaster leading the second set, we have been told. So we may very well be seeing, like we said, a third set.
Yeah.
Finishing game for the men's ones. Big smash from Andrew. Henrik trying to reach for it. Goes past Henrik.
That was lovely.
A great shot from Andrew. It was.
And we've got Louis serving now.
Big lift from Andrew. Return, lift. Oh, Henrik.
Just hit the net.
Say it. Great shots, yeah. Like you say, like Jess is saying, York not able to get him back, whacking it straight in the net. There's some good smashes, aren't there?
Yeah.
Some good smash. 2016 from Lancaster. Okay, match point for Lancaster.
They're so nearly there.
Oh, no. I think we just missed it whilst we were looking at the point. Yeah, Lancaster taking the second set. Unfortunately, we were just looking away there. But
We're on a slight delay.
Yeah. Right. This is...
So it's down to the third set.
Down to the third set.
Which says a lot about this game. They've been very neck and neck. Well-earned water break.
We always love to watch a third set.
Yeah?
It makes the game way more intense because it's like anyone can take it. But the thing is that it makes it so much more stressful because you're just like, who's going to win the next one? Who's going to win the next one? Because there's a bit of a cushion when you've won the first set and then into the second set because you're like, I can lose this one. But obviously, there's also a lot of pressure if you're the one who've lost the first set, because if you lose this, it's out. When both teams are 1-1, it's like 1-1, one lost. It's anyone's game at
It's
that
clean
point.
slate all over again.
Exactly. Usually, there's a bit of momentum for whoever won the second set, because again, they've been taking up the points. But anyone's game.
God, it's intense in here.
Yeah, it's palpable. A big turnout from everyone.
I mean, this is what makes Roses so special, though. That sort of that atmosphere, people showing up for their teams, even coming all the way across the Pennines from Lancaster, cheering, getting excited.
You've got to really factor in the mental fortitude here. The pressure of having all these people watching you, especially for the Lancaster side. You look up and you see a sea of white. It's natural, though. That's always how the way that the home Roses go. And so it's really impressive that they can play under these conditions, because they've got to fight against people who are ultimately cheering against them. And they've been performing very well. They're not, again, it's not been one-sided. It's not been a one.
They're not letting it get to them.
Exactly, and that's really
I always think that when I see, like, I went to the fight night last night and the darts and stuff, and people get really mean with their chants against Lancaster at home Roses. But they don't crack.
No.
And it's impressive to see.
Badminton is a bit less of an offensive sport, in the sense of offensive in terms of chants that are negative to the other team. We tend to be a bit more supportive of our own. There are times, however, where it can get a bit questionable, and you've got to tell them to dial it back a bit. But
no, it's been nice in here.
Yeah, there's a strong amount of respect for both teams, because again, these people have been training relentlessly for the past 2 years. Like, for this entire year, this match is really the last major tournament they have for the rest of the year. So it's really the summation of everything they've put in, all the work they've done, all the matches they've played, all the tournaments they've been in. It's like you've got to think about how much they want this. And again, in front of all of their friends and family and the people that they spent a year with training, it's really big for them. And again, shaking that pressure can really be the deciding factor. So we've been told that by finishing the first game, we'll then switch to.
Yeah.
Is that correct? So we're finishing the first game, and then yes. Okay. York to serve. Third set.
Serve from Louis.
Ooh, and Lancaster breaking through the York defence, hitting just in the zone in between Andrew and Louis, both of them missing. Henrik to serve.
Oh!
And an unfortunate net shot from Louis there, going in the net.
And they're off again. Big smash from Andrew. Then I lost sight of the shuttlecock, but it's not in play anymore. So
just referring to our notes here.
not really, no. It's got that, but I don't have access to that.
Unfortunate. I believe our co-commentators beforehand will have had access to that, so hopefully they filled you in a bit on the fun facts there. We may have been repeating, very honestly, because we haven't been told what they've been told. So, again, but it's good for the people who are maybe tuning in later and wanting to hear about what's going on. So if you have joined, I hope you're enjoying yourself, because there are some really good games going on.
If you are just joining us, we're in the third set of the final match of the men's first badminton.
Yes.
It's been a very tense neck-and-neck game, obviously making it to a third set. Both team really want it. And Louis to serve now from York.
Lancaster to serve.
Big smash from Lancaster.
Great shots from Lancaster there.
There's a karma rally.
Yeah. Great drops from the Lancaster team. Again, that's what I'm saying. Everyone just assumes that you've got to hit the hardest to win the points, but oftentimes that is not the case. Moving the opponents around, working out where you can get space, trying to confuse them, trying to get in between their blind spots, the miscommunication spots. That's what's really key in badminton.
Sometimes it's brains over brawn.
Exactly. Deception is plays such a huge part. Making your opponent you're playing one shot and then playing the next. Things like slices, which are very common, where you cut the shuttle at an angle, slows the speed down, sometimes changes the angle, but it will look like you're playing a completely different shot. Big part of it. And you'll see it definitely in the men's A's players who are playing for a single player. Whoa! And a beautiful attack there from Andrew. Reading the shot, Zeng diving desperately. And honestly, he always got a racket to it, but unfortunately missing out. York to serve. The York supporters there absolutely buzzing at that point. Oh, and an unfortunate shot at the back there from Andrew. Lancaster again, defence impeccable. Honestly, they're just not letting York break through really easily. And that's the thing, is that when you're starting to hit shots repeatedly, you get more and more frustrated, and that's where you're going to start making the errors, the forced mistakes. So having a very stable defence is really, really good.
Lancaster serve? No.
Oh, and a flick serve there, attempted by Louis out the back. So for those who don't know the rules of doubles, when you go to serve, there are a box with tram lines. So the front trams are out on the serve, and in doubles, the back tram lines are out on the serve as well. But once the serve has been hit, everything is fair game. Anywhere on the court, you can hit in for a point. Obviously, in singles it varies, but again, today, Roses is simply just doubles, which is interesting because a lot of these people spend the year playing bucks, either weighted towards doubles or singles. So, for example, like we were saying earlier, Henrik is a big singles player. He's been playing for the Lancaster side on singles, and the same goes for Louis Davis. He's been playing for York singles the entire time. Andrew and Zeng, I believe, have both been playing doubles for Leicester. And so there's that dynamic of changing discipline that can be a bit hard for these players.
We've been talking earlier, you mentioned about communication issues within a team, and that sometimes can be the killer. So adjusting to that could have been quite a challenge.
9-all on final set. That's what we've been heard from the score.
Neck and neck.
Absolutely tight game here.
It's just a testament to how they've been playing. It's been fantastic.
Smash from Louis again. And Lancaster defence again, as we've been saying throughout, not letting the smashes go through.
So that'll be 10-9 now.
10-9 to Lancs. Will they go?
I'm going to try keep track.
Yes.
For this final set. So this is
smash. Oh, good drop from Andrew there. Strong drive. Oh, and out the back. Right, that is taking the score up to 11-9 as they go for the drinks break in the third set.
11-9 to Lancaster.
Yes. Will they take the momentum forwards? That is the real thing.
And overall in the men's, we were sat at 5-3.
For the men's A's, I think so, yes. 5-3.
And that's to York.
To York. So, will this be the game that brings them to 5-4, or will York take that extra game and take it to 6-3? Again, there's a bit of history between some of the players here. Zeng, Louis, and Andrew having faced off at Roses before in the men's doubles. So there is a bit of history. There's a bit of fight in them, I think, from that alone. Zeng took the win last year. Will he take it a win this year?
I don't know what that siren is for. But
Andrew, that is seeming to test his strings, making sure that they're not on the verge of breaking yet again. Yeah. 11-10 to Lancaster. Apologies, it was not 11-9 as we were told before, it's 11-10. Ooh, and on the men's Bs who are playing here, beautiful smash from Ruben Gedge, captain of the Yorks from this year. We're just seeing it as the court right in front of us, so it's very easy to commentate just as we're waiting for the break.
I think they're getting ready to go.
Like we said, once we are finished with the men's A's, we'll be switching immediately to the men's and women's Bs.
Oh, Lancaster just hitting it under the net there. So I think that's 11-10 now.
I think that's right. We'll have a look at what side they're serving on. They're having a quick shuttle change. A lot of shuttles being used today because there's 4 fixtures, a total of 9 overall games each, all to 3 that can go theoretically up to 3 sets. So The York bank account getting rinse, I think, unfortunately, this year. But it is Edinburgh, yeah. It's the payoff for hosting it. You get the home advantage, but you do have to pay for everything. So.
Okay, and that just...
What side he's serving on? Okay, I think it's 11-all. What a big, great serve return of from there, Louis. Great serve, capitalised on the return from the Lancaster, straight down the middle. At least I think it's the middle. It's a bit hard to tell from the angle we're from. Great
shot
attack
from
from Louis
Louis.
there. York now taking the lead. Like we say, you can never underestimate the power of a comeback in badminton. It just takes a few points to reverse the lead that a team has had. We saw it in the second set with Lancaster taking it back from York. Big smash from Andrew. Layup from Louis, but not going over the net. Again, Lancaster defence, great. Not letting Andrew's smash go through.
Are they now tied?
I believe that is 12-all. Sorry.
And we've got Andrew serving now.
I believe that makes it 14. Oh, that's a good leave. 13.
14-12, 14-13 now.
So Lancaster on 13, York on 14.
Oof.
Again, point for point here.
It's
no
not a
big
comfortable
gaps.
lead.
Yeah. Big lift. Smash from Andrew.
Oh.
Oh, beautiful
Oh.
defensive shot from. Oh.
Just into the net from Lancaster.
Louis throwing his entire body to defend that shot there. Lancaster unfortunately hitting in the net.
We're on 15-13 now to York.
Lancaster side getting about it, getting very supportive. You can hear their chanting all the way from over here. It's great to see. Oh, and a miss serve from Louis there. That's a crucial point. He's going to be feeling that. Thank you. Right, so 15-13 at the minute. Actually, I think because the Lancaster side is serving, make it 14. We'll see. I'll see in a sec.
We'll find out.
Yes, 13. Out the back there from Andrew. Big lift. He's not happy about that. He is all smiles though, I think. Laughing at himself for his shot. Oh, and again, 2 repeated lifts out the back. That has tied up the score, I think. York, momentary lead.
16-15 to Lancaster
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry, they're in front.
Lancaster have taken over. They're both desperately trying to reach that 21.
Oh, and York back on it, 16-all. Drive. Oh, a big attack. Oh, Zen falling over. Oh my God, he's defending from the floor.
How is he doing that?
Big splash. Oh, and it's wide.
Oh.
Eruption from the York side there. Beautiful rally. Zeng defending
What an
what's on the
incredible.
floor. Andrew ducky down at the net there. Oh my God, beautiful rally. 17-16 to York is their updated score. Drop from Zeng. Big lift. Oh, and I think it's out the back from York. 17-all. That's all right.
Okay, and we've got
17-all. Henrik to serve. Oh, and Henrik hits in the net. Unfortunate shot there. He was ready. He had his racket there. Louis to serve, 18-17. This is tense, everyone. Oh, Andrew just picking it up. But it's gone wide. Zeng there, I think, apologising for hitting it off the
currently
frame.
on
You always love to see a
18-17
bit.
to York now.
You always love to see a bit of sportsmanship. It's the best part about badminton,
There's
I
been
think.
1 point in it this whole half of this set.
Yeah. Oh, Louis tacking heavy off the return. Going wide. Oh, did it go wide? I guess we'll see.
Not
No,
sure.
it didn't. It went in.
19-18 to Lancaster.
19-18 to Lancaster. All win.
They're so nearly there.
Close to the points here. I'm sat forward in my seat. This is absolutely riveting. Big smash from Louis. Defense.
Big smash from
Bang!
Andrew. Was that
Nice. Massive smash from Andrew there.
19-19.
Oh my days.
They are both holding on for dear life.
Oh my days. Will it go to setting? Setting in the third set of the men's first team. Oh, beautiful smashes from Lancaster there. Forcing the defense. Oh my days.
Where'd it go?
It's up. It's 2019. I missed the shot there. I think York.
2019 to York, yeah.
I think they landed it in the back tram. Lancaster making sure they're ready before the shot. This is a crucial point. Good serve from Andrew. Big lift. Zeng smashing it. Big lift from Henrik. Another smash from Louis. Oh! Lancaster taking the point. It's gone to setting.
2020.
Oh my
What
days.
a year. What a score.
Oh, absolutely unbelievable. Lancaster are going to be absolutely buzzing at winning that point.
They're going to be so happy.
Henrik to serve. Andrew receives. Oh no, Louis caught out of the back. Great shot from Zeng there, pressuring Louis. Louis just must not have been pressured. Sending to the back, Zeng taking a bit of breathing space. It is match point for Lancaster here. Zeng to serve, Louis to receive. Oh, and it's in! Louis hitting it out. Not out, sorry, hitting it towards the back. A question there, I could not tell if it was in or out.
They're still in play.
And it was in, 21 all. Oh, and a serve off the net from Louis. Oh my days. This is incredible. Point for point, the pressure is on. It's all on Andrew here to receive.
Oh, wait.
Zen
No,
serving.
Oh!
Big smash from York there. Taking it up. Is it 22 all, Jess? Oh my days.
Just waiting for an official update, but
I'm pretty certain
word.
from the way we've been following and the fact that Andrew's serving on the right that it's 22 all.
this is impeccable.
Eh,
We're both sat bolt upright.
Oh, great smash from Head. Oh my days, Lancaster hitting some beautiful attacking shots. Lancaster have been keeping the lead on the setting. Every point they've been up, and so will they keep that? Will they keep it, or York going to cling on?
Henrik serve.
Oh, big lift. Louis smashes. Andrew smash. Big shot from Zeng. Shot from Hendrik. No! Lancaster have won it! Lancaster have won 20. I think that's 24-22. Oh my days. What a game. What a game. Well done to Lancaster there. Great play from them.
There was not more than 1 point in it throughout that whole half. That was ridiculous.
York, strained smiles. That would be a tough loss. Fought so hard. But Lancaster edging it out. Beautiful.
What a game, though. But overall, in the men's first, that's now 5-4.
That's taken to 5-4. Again, shows how close those games were. And now I think we'll be transitioning to watching the women's. Yeah, of course.
The men's. What a game. I'm speechless. We were both sat like bolt upright forward, screaming. It was very impressive, but Lancaster in the end taking that final set. But overall, in the men's first, that is a victory for York. That's another 4 points for York, which they desperately need. So thank you for joining us for the men's first. If you stick around on Roses Live on your Y on Bellrig FM, we'll be bringing you the men's seconds, the open seconds, and the women's seconds match here on the badminton courts. So do stick around, because from what we've seen so far, there's some incredible badminton to be played. So I'm sure there's plenty more to come. So thank you.
Thank you for watching. It's been lovely to have all of you. So we'll hopefully see you watching the women's beat and the men's beat shortly. All right. So we're told to keep speaking, which is always a dangerous thing to add to me because I'm a very big chatterbox. But it's, yeah, I believe we're sorting out whether the teams have been swapped around. I'll have a look. Right. Has the team been swapped? So which bit?
We're on this one.
Okay, perfect. Right.
Okay.
So,
Are we reintroducing it? So hello.
about the first.
About the
Obviously on the
first.
first. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, like we said, fantastic game,
Yeah.
York in the end. There's lots of atmosphere in the arena. I can say that currently on the volleyball there's so much noise because York are in the lead,
Oh, are they?
10-7 in the second half of the women's volleyball. So that's going to be a crucial match, which is why there's so much chanting, screaming and sirens.
Yeah.
Obviously, as with a home crowd, that'll be very exciting for them. But just as much excitement on this half with the badminton. The men's put up a massive fight, the women's first as well. Fantastic matches.
Yeah.
All very, very close. Everyone, like we've said, been training ridiculously hard for Roses. This means the world to them. So plenty more to come in the seconds coming up very shortly, I hope.
So I think York will be very happy with that. I think because like we said last year, they lost the men's first. They won the women's as well, however, last year. So we've got now a 2-2 lead on the fixtures today for York. But as we were saying, Lancaster playing some